不叫倒播，我们是看回放。他们又不给记录档，没办法。
Followings. What have we got so far? Just kind of creeping around the map. We've got, yeah, nothing too crazy going on so far. Seymour and the Terrible. There we go. There's a good score now.
No. 没有。
Alright, let's start looking at decks. So, here for player 3, Gorgeous Symbols. Pretty standard Sweden deck here. You know, we've got this new mine card, which those that aren't familiar... Oh, I hit the timeline. How do I do that? I don't know why it's even popping up for you guys. It shouldn't. It should be blocked. Alright, sorry about that. Through the decks really fast. LEG. Standard French team deck. Looks like he's grabbing this. Alright. Treasure. Pretty standard Malta deck. Lots of unit upgrades. Especially for their archaic. Yulian K, yeah, standard Russia. I don't see anything here too out. Like I said, chat, please let me know if there's a card that sticks out like a sore thumb. But I'm not really seeing anything too out of the blue. Looks like very standard play. So, you know, again, this is top level. These are players.
他只说所有的游戏默认流媒体将在退取频道上播放，但他没有禁止其他人播放。
Forward blockhouse coming down from Yulian K. Oh, and a counter rack's coming right up here from player 3 Sweden.
到底为什么没有记录档啊
Hide the timeline. If you guys in chat can tell me how to do that really fast, I will. I do apologize. I'm usually not the main caster, as you can clearly see why. I have no idea why light in the overlay would be hid. Would it be hid over in the casting log? It's just so strange. In the next one, I'll come up with something. I do apologize. Alright, it looks like this blockhouse is already... It's taking a lot of damage. It might actually go down. Yeah, I mean, batch of pikes. Wow, quick response here from Team Spirit, and they're... I mean, that's huge. That's a lot of momentum lost for Russia. And Russia is absolutely a...
没有记录档上传的地方。
Let me put a black box. Okay. Yeah.
令人困惑。
Wow, that's pretty, like I said, sub 5 minutes, gets the pikes out. You've got the Maltese crossbow coming in behind that. The first Rax is going down, and I mean, the initial plan that Team Prenz had is just already on the back foot. Wow, quick response here from Team Spirit. Impressive thing, and showing why, you know, again, while Julian K, Prince, Sturdy Table, all absolutely beastly team players, you know, having a good strategy and reacting fast, this is why they're good players as well, and already an exciting start to the series.
很快，5分50几秒已经打成这个样子了。
Looks like we've got some Corollians poking around here. Probably Snagaville. France went Huss, Malta went mainly crossbow, and Sweden went Corollian. So you've got, you know, your kind of perfect age 2 unit composition there again. Nothing too crazy, just good standard.
不过黄色这边也是被跑村。
Looks like here in the back we do have some Cossack raids though coming in from Julia.
跑村。
And it looks like the French Huss are going to be pulled back to deal with that raid. Because again, you know, a bunch of Cossacks in your back line is a bad... Oh, and we also have some Huss as well from Prenz, so... Good job there from Team Prenz. I mean, that's kind of the classic maneuver, right?
这边蓝色连续被踹掉2个兵营，等一下没办法出兵了。 我要快转了，开个1.7吧。毕竟这一场也才将近2小时。然后这一场不知道为什么没有那个观战界面，他们其实有做观战的 UI， 其实是可以放到这张地图里面。哦，这边中间来个大会战。俄罗斯跟蓝色的兵都过来了，俄罗斯跟瑞典的兵聚在一起，红色过来，哇，这边黄色有过来吗？好，黄色有过来，但是黄色这边兵够牺牲吗？可以哦，黄色很扛哦，黄色在前面顶着，后面还有红色，红色过来处理马，黄色的马快不行喽，数量不太够，这边需要再补一轮。
I mean, again, Prince, they're kind of defending in their base. They're able to get more reinforcements, but
有吗？有吗？来了。
I don't know. That early momentum loss might still get. It looks absolutely even right now. The score is down.
红色继续补马，这边反而是
Russia kind of always
Prince 这边红色没有马了。
Things can swing so fast.
哇塞了，这边俄罗斯的碉堡也要掉了。
We've got Karolians trading with Karolians.
跟中国队基本上已经赢了。
These crossbowmen are going to kind of hang back, content to kind of deal with anything that pops out of the blockhouse.
我不知道中国队要怎么输，前面优势太大了。然后对手这边也不是所谓的半直升上时代，没时代优势，然后出兵点又被打烂，正妙。
All of them are basically OP, but wow. Okay, it looks like Prince's Huss are trying to kind of go around the back line here, maybe catch some reinforcements and. Now this is where I always get scared in King games when you go to the back.
俄罗斯直接一直出2-3，然后被黄色的马抓烂。
And there's no way to escape and you lose your mass and
点老半天那个马也没点死。哦，红色过来帮这一波有机会吃掉吗？先把马处理掉吧。
There's not enough here for player 3. And I don't know. I mean, this is looking like it's fighting to a standstill, but again, they're in the heartland of their opponent's team, right? So their opponent's
哇，还是打不太回来哎，那只马也处理不掉。
Those crossbows are slower than Strelets. I think Team Prince here just took an absolutely wonderful fight. Looking around too, we've got, sorry to take away from the action for a second, we got raids in the back line. We've got Karolians kind of out of position. I mean, they're fighting and they're doing fantastic. Scores look pretty healthy there for Team Spirit, but I don't know. This is a risky proposition. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse, but I don't think they necessarily traded super well in that fight. But chat again, let me know if you think
快乐猫也上去了，分数也是1万多。觉得紫色的马耳他兵好多。
All right, we got a little lull in the action. We've got Prince in the back trying to idle France. And it looks like Ali's
又在跑村，
We've got more
在跑黄色的村。
dueling cavalry here in the back lines.
红色这边一次控2线 ，Prince 其实已经做了很多事了，队友要给力啊！瑞典成为他们这一队的破口，直接被打到连出兵点都出不太出来。
You know, out of all the civs on this team, both these teams, France does not like to be idled.
哎呦，反而是现在出马的黄色法国，现在分数是落后的，看起来被红色有干扰到。Prince 虽然前面这边没有很扛，但这边至少有帮忙骚扰一下。这边又要反扑了，哇，太强了吧！中国队这边能不能赢，看起来不好说。
Karolians, they're kind of a scaling unit. They are
养老院猛大叔能不能 C 起来？
at the beginning of the game. They have so many upgrade cards
把这个
that just scale so well. And
主线往里面推，上时代3。Julian 可以上3了。这边先拆掉红色的马厩。
I'm not sure how.
猛大叔这边是不是要该出一些强一点的兵啊？还是要继续出卡尔吗
？It looks like Yellow France has been idle quite a bit, and that is a weakness of France that I've seen in these 3v3 team games. Is France's eco, while super strong, because their CDB are kind of a quality over quantity eco.
现在黄色有点尴尬哦，他必须要顾他家里的村民，要不然一直被跑村。那正面这边如果有炮的话，中国队推不进去。
As we all know, the AI is quite confident in its ability, and whether it's a villager armed with a fork or a medieval peasant with a crossbow, they will charge fearlessly into all sorts of artillery.
一直抓不到马 ，Prince 很会跑。
All right, and wow, despite all of the pressure, it looks like Team
蓝
Green
色
is
直
able to
接
push back
怒
and
为一
start to
波
wall,
大抢。
and you know the fight is now kind of coming home. And again, there's a lot of hunts that they tend to wander out here in the ice where you can't build too. So this is dangerous territory, right? You don't
哇，
wanna
已
be
经
out
2
in
万
such
分
bad
啦！
area
养老
if you
院
can
猛大叔，
because one bad raid and your entire eco
这
is
分
gone.
数领先的非常多。毕竟
Yep, some torque
房子
burning.
没怎么被拆啊。
Wow. And Green he decides to go to age 4. Holy mackerel. Wouldn't be surprised if we see this come in soon.
哦，直接跳
Spay
4。
Lifeguard, which of course changes the melee resist to range.
这边
And
黄
it
色
short
必须要
range, it
扛
makes
住
these guys, I mean, once Coralians get that
而且要
Spay
不
Lifeguard,
死
they're sometimes able to go
都
to
还有
the
机
turret.
会
It's。absolutely nutty. So
反而是对手这边
let's see.
都上3了。
Yeah, there it is. All right, I was
中
broken
国队
clocks
这
right
边
two
的
times
马
today.
耳
At least
他
we had one
跟
call
法
faster,
国
which completely
经
cursed.
济遇到了瓶
So
颈，战局
wow,
要
the
逆
entire
转
team，of
老
France
艾
now
安
is
呢
H3, and this is tough. You know, you've got both Malta and France in H2. Malta, because of the way it scales, you can kind of sit a little bit longer in H2. It's less of a problem for them because of the HP bonus, because of all the archaic cards. That
这
they
一
have.
场呢是世
Ooh,
界
he
杯
picks
哦，
up France, and yeah, he takes
团战的
those are
世界
goons,
杯
though. But he's got so many Hussar.
4强赛，对，西伯利亚。
It's got him snared. It's a good fight, and it looks like, despite being kind of down in age here, ooh, there goes the
哇
wall.
塞，围1层不够，直接围2层哦，很有
Yeah,
条约
Team
玩家
Spirit,
的
they
那
are
个
pushing.
feel
They're trying to use the advantage, the momentum, right? They don't want to let these guys coming back in the game, but I think those raids, you know, again, we probably missed at least a few with all the action going on, has really
哦，这边的交换有枪码，看起来
probably going to be cleaned up, even though
蛮亏的哦。
okay.
这边
Looks
已
like Green
经
is going for a deep push into Red France.
法国黄色法国快不行了，
We've got
兵
Crowley
被
on
枪
Crowley
码
action.
换掉
Always。kind of cool. Back out here though, so we got a whole series going on here. And now it looks like Sturdy Table, he's going to have to retreat. He did clean up some of Green's Corollians, but again, those crossbow, age 2,
猛大叔要
now
给力
soon-to-be
啊！
veteran, are deadly. Oh, little Corollian raid here. Again, name another musket besides the Ashigar that can pull maneuvers like this. Ooh, those goons right on top of this attempted raid over here. We got torping going on the backside. Alright, this game's probably about to get pretty crazy, folks, so again, let me know if I'm missing something. I will try to respond, but I'm one man versus 6 very skilled players, so hopefully we can get some good action regardless, though. Oh, and that's a bummer too.
哦
He，
刚
shifted
刚被
that
打
to
最
the
惨
outpost,
的
so now it's kind of idle a
瑞
bit
典
longer.
蓝色，竟然现在分数是最高的，不可思议
Nope,。does not have steel bolt in yet, it looks like. Yes, skin was changed to be a little bit less impressive, but it is still a very good card.
哦，瑞典打进来了，对手的炮还蛮
Okay,
多
let's
的
get。some work in there from Russia.
这边出马的文明没有办法来帮忙啊，家里现在经济一
But
团
again, your
糟。
score is still looking very favorable for Spirit.
好，勉强上3了，分数
They're
竟
all
然
now
连1万
H3.
都碰不
Looks
到。
like, again, the power of Torp Eco. There you guys go, you know. Clearly, we've all been doing things wrong. You don't need to put a bunch of villages everywhere. You just need houses. Cute, nice summer cabins.
现在是瑞典的大战了，26000分的瑞典大战2万分出头的瑞典。
Alright, looks like Red is now gathering on this side. Smart move, but again, these Corollian raids are going everywhere, and just an absolutely nasty unit now that its cards are starting to come
好，
in.
这边马耳他分数也上来了。
Crossbow trading. We've got goons out.
马耳他跟瑞典一起往前推，还有机会把压力给出来
You know,。earlier on, there was a lot of coordination. Now it looks like it's just war on many fronts. It's absolute chaos. And this is, you know, again, where the high-level players, you know, and someone like me who's mortal,
黄色
start to
真的
kind
一
of
直闹，
separate.
闹的
It's hard to
黄
keep
色这
all
边
these things going and not
基
throw
本
not
上
make
已
a
经
bad
无
mistake.
法
You know,
自理
again,
了。
the good players, they thrive in this chaos because they're multitasking, they're looking on the map, they're still coordinating with each other, often, you know, in voice chat. And what looks like chaos, it's really better put as like organized chaos, right? And that's what makes
猛
them so
大
good.
叔
So they
达
can
到
ride
3
all
万
the
分
swings
了
back，and forth. You know, again, we've got green trying to poke around here on blue.
现在一直绕着墙在走，在干嘛？
And it looks like Prince
不要再
is
绕
in
蓝色的
this
墙
France.
走了
It's got the Falcons, these crossbows.
现在瑞典这边
We've got Falcons back here.
现在
Spirits are
紫
already
色马
very
耳他这
strong.
边需要
They
帮
scale
忙
a
啊，
lot better these days.
现在深入
Yeah,
敌
swing's
营
always
啊
been，perfectly balanced for a mirror. That is technically
包
true.
围了怎么办？
Alright. Ooh. That looks like
完
Sturdy
了
Table now realizing
法国又要被
it's
跑
like,
村
hey, bud, like they are pretty vulnerable. Little French on French action. Again, these Strelets.
现在只剩马耳他在前面
And
打。
again, absolutely great unit. You get a lot of value out of them, but the crossbow, they've got more range, especially with steel bolts. They're also a very cheap unit, so this is kind of tough. And you know, again, despite the score lead, I feel like Team Spirit here is kind of having to back off for a second, and looks like we missed a little bit of action there. I do apologize, but I don't see any CDB being pulled. Did he just lose a bunch? Let's check. Yeah, he's down to 25 bills. Compared to, he's at 29, so wow, both France players here definitely getting the brunt of the action. Again, that is the weakness of France, is the quality of its eco means that any sort of raid can be just absolutely
分
crippling.
数又逆转喽，Prince 这边经济看起来是崩喽。
Alright. some more skirmishing there, and it looks like we got another major push here by Malta.
看起来在红方法国这边打架，确实有造成一定的影
It's
响
kind。of interesting the way the fights are going. We've got Sweden on Sweden action, France Cav versus France Cav.
现在
And we also have the two
黄
kind
色
of
法
like
国
boomy,
经济开始
scaling,
追上了，
swarmy
2
light
TC。
infantry civs going at it. So so
这边
far, I mean,
Julian
this
可
game's
以
gonna
帮
come down
红
to
方
fairly
法
slow because
国
like it's
哦
very
变
evenly
为一个
matched
墙。
the way that everyone's lined up. Pren's trying to get a second town center. Looks like Green trying to push up here as well. Ooh.
于是又倒回中国这边，目前中国这边是优势的。
And yeah, the score now starting to take off there for Team Spirit. And again, all this pressure is starting to pay off.
好，压力再次来到红色法国这边，
Makes it up barely.
这边新盖 TC 直接被抓了，这分数起不来了。
You know, again, Prenz is doing all that he can to distract, give him the runaround, but I just don't think it's able to
好，
land
这
any
边
critical blows. And
俄罗斯过来帮忙。
I mean, just look at the score from Sweden to Sweden, right? Almost a 10,000 score lead.
那其实3个人直接冲进去就直接打穿
Some
了。
units left out. Again, the power of Sweden, right? What other musketeer looks at all these straight lists and just says, ah,
瑞
I'll take
典
the
直接跟丑男对射。
Is that the name Daniel? Is that Haza? Is that player 3's name? 'Cause I cannot read. I could not get Google Translate to make any sense of that.
猛大叔这边要4万分啦，真是不科学啦。
So yeah, if Green Sweden is
疯
the
狂
name,
盖
okay,
医
Daniel's
院
study
欸
table. All right. Do you guys know the name? I would love to put something. I'm calling them gorgeous symbols for now because I really like the way that looks. But yeah, it did not work in Google Translate at all. What happened here? You know, a lot of early aggression I think paid off. You know, again, Green Sweden was able to basically torp
出马
unopposed.
真的
Blue
很
was under a
惨
lot，more
出
pressure
马的
and
人
cut in a lot.
要控得很忙，
Really
然后
invest in that immediate defense. You know, also right off the
又要
bat, those
扛
forward
扛
days
主
went down for
线。
those just joining us here. So
你看
I
出
mean,
马的这2个
Team
法
Friends
国
on the
分
back
数
foot
都很
this
低。
entire game, and Team Spirit again showing why they are here in these semifinals, never letting off the
你看
gas, even
兵
though you know yellow
短
and
时
France
间内
being
要
good,
出都很贵，
continue
然
to
后
boom and push
又
under
特别
pressure,
容易
and
死
it's paid
掉。
off. You know, this is looking very strong now for Team Spirit. The Carolean raids. And here we go again. This looks like a major push here from Team Spirit. You've got goons, you've got crossbow.
我转枪马之后，分数就应该会稍微上来一些。
Man, look at those. Yeah, that goon mass is gnarly, and they're just gonna run around and just make your life miserable. Colves are in. So any sort of Falcon counter push is probably dead in the water. Oh, let's see.
哦，超多炮。
Good cold micro. I mean, the Strelets, they're overwhelming and they're doing their job well, but I just think that at this point,
这
yeah.
边再次
units are
回到
streaming
俄
in.
罗斯的中间战场，
You know, this giant
黄
mass
色
here,
的
goons in your
法
backline,
国
it's just gonna be
到
idling
处
you,
去
sniper
杀
builds.
村
I
民
mean,，any
这个
ability
枪
to get
马
back into this
枪
game
马海已
room
经成型
is
了。
almost impossible. And the
G
GG is called.
这边恭喜中国队拿下第
Wow,
胜。
blockhouse down, let's go out. Plus, and if we look at the post game, I mean, they had
然后法国经济都蛮惨的 ，Prince 3万5，然后黄色的热雨哦，这个
Of course,
3
villager
万
counts.
出头而
Again,
已。
normally it's a little bit deceptive because the way that a lot of these civs operate, especially Sweden, because you know they have the torps that aren't counted here. But
两边的村民数
right
其实
around
没
here,
有
I
差
think
很
this is
多，
when
到后面这
the
边
game was kind of sealed out here
才
because
拉开来。
they were just never able to get back economically into it. Able to get out a few more units. But once that blockhouse went down,
军事单位数则
no
是
rush
一
to
直
go.
都
It's
是
been an absolute
老大
slugfest.
叔
And
这
then
边是大幅
I
领
don't know what else to
先。
say other than in the end, even like 8.
好，接着往后看，看到第2场。
I forgot to take that mod off. This is probably
我
actually
们来
closest
到的
to
是
a
第
really
2
good flag.
场，
Fun fact, the Inca
他
flag
这边也是
game,
看记录
it's
档，
kind
但
of
是不知道他
on
们
the
记录
cuff
档
thing
上传
because
在
the
哪里。
Inca
等一
didn't
下
really
研
have
究一
traditional
下。
flags, so this is actually closer to what they would use for ceremonies of religion. Would be
这
the
个文明
circles
怎么怪怪的？拉科塔的旗子怎么变这样
So
子？
what are your kind of thoughts looking at the
还
civs
是我
here
误会了什么？
and the map?
So we got Inca, Germany, and Malta on the Prince and
这
Annual
个
and
旗
Julian
子怎
side.
么怪怪
We
的？
got Dutch, Spain, and Brit on the other side. I'm thinking that Spain, Dutch, and Brit will probably play a little bit more boomy. I don't feel like they will be super aggressive. If I had to guess, their army composition will probably be Musk, Huss, and Skirm. And then looking at the Inca, Germany, and Malta, it'll be interesting. I'm not exactly sure what their army comp is going to
哦
be.
印加
They
的
don't
旗
really have a
子
very good
对，是印
Musk's
加
safe,
啊，怎么
and
其
if
实这
people are
边这样
gonna
子
give me a hard time for saying multi sentinels, then you can give me a hard time. But I really don't feel like they're
是印
gonna have
加
a
没有
super
错，
strong
然后骑士怎么变这样子？
Musk presence like any part of the game. So it'll be interesting to see what their plan is. Because especially if Spain does go cav, they might be trying to chase around with some Ulans, and that might not be super fun. They're picking up a 2 Vil treasure. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty massive too. I mean, I would assume that Malta is going to grab it, just because with Wigna Court and
来看一
everything,
下
else, you
队
get
伍的
incredible
组
value
合，
off a few settlers.
印加、德
Definitely, it'll
国
be
跟
interesting to see what they're doing. And then we also have an early
巴
dock. Is
哈
that，correct?
然
That
后
is
是
correct.
荷兰、
Opens with
西
the
班
dock
牙
and one
配
Concha,
英
so
国。
going for the water play. This did recently get nerfed in the last patch, right? Because the Concha Rafts of Doom
9连 K 这一队啊，
finally got toned down a bit, along with, of course, the water ceremonies, the previous patch.
有点难
kind
说
of，interesting to have them start.
有点不好说，因为他
Definitely.
们这两个
I
文
like to
明
see that
这
Yellow
边
got
的
the
文明组
TP
合没有
closest to
很
the
好用
top.
的火枪
If，anyone is planning to rush,
然后
that's
他的
just
位
like
置不
you
好
have to go a
用。
little bit more out of your
然
way. Whereas
后
if you're on the bottom, then
如果
it's just
是
in the
中国
way,
队
you
这
know?
边的话，有
It's
荷
actually a good
兰
point,
枪
again,
嘛
those，little subtle
然后
differences
西
will
班
make
牙
these
毛马
jack
或者是
over,
出
just
火
snowball
枪
out
炮，
over time.
英国也
Looking
可以
at the
出
deck
火
here,
枪
it
后嘛
looks like，pretty
所以
basic
英
team
国跟
play
西班牙
for
角色
Wigna.
可以互相配合
We've，got
然后荷兰就出伞。
pretty basic new Brit. Again, Brit lost 3 Vils, so distributism has kind of been the play.
Yeah, that's interesting.
或
Some
者是
people
英国
prefer
出
2
长弓
Vils
啊，可
or
是英国
Greenwich
打
time
团出
and
长弓只有在前期比较有用，中后期的
Virginia
话
Company. So it'll be
还是
interesting to
出
see
伞
what
比
he
较
does
好。
with distributivism. It's a hard
看他
word.
们要怎么打。
It is, and I think it's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of Brit players if you're in the chat right now. If that's your new
Definitely.
first card.
Yeah, but they're getting their little Pokemon army. Yellow is, so that'll be
哦，快转！交易战的部分呢，目前是猛大叔这边先抢了一个交易战。
just trying to lame some Vils.
好，接着这边蓝色印加到中间来放东西哦，放作战小屋。
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
朱连 K 也跟上了，
Julian，
这边打算打一个强快攻，这边刚好哦，因为你可以出弩矛，然后印加的话，他要出那个羽士或者是出那个启幕，其实我觉得都可以。然后再配德国，德国这边也是可以靠跑德玛，出德玛为主。
But they've got RDA. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
这边的最大缺点就是没有火枪啊，所以要马尔他出卫士，我觉得不是一个很实际的效果。英国不应该有游骑兵卡，然后怎么突然这么说？小型猫咪你已经玩一整天的那个了，自走棋了，该休息了。
Yeah, and then so Brit does go Musk. It'll be interesting to see if they need to switch to longbow at some point. But only a 3 batch of Musk. That's interesting.
好，这边强力开推，英国这边要着火了。英国这边只要经济一停摆，基本上就直接掉一波了。
I feel like it might have been better though to have the
因为
tower
这一
base,
图的
especially
漏
if you
区
feel
很
like you're
尴
getting
尬，
rushed.
基本上下面这边是没有什么肉的。
Yeah, it looks like the action's already started.
That's our first batch
感
of
觉这一
Musk
波
from Spain.
Julian K 跟 Prince 他们这一队想要一波把
Minutemen called, so they do not have Minutemen
英
anymore.
国先拍死，不知道拍不拍得死啊？
But they are pushing out.
哎呦，荷兰禁止自己竟然还出马，他出伞要出马，哦，非常给力。
Yeah.
这边英国的节奏被打乱了，分数已经有点残废状态。
I think rods aren't the worst play in the world, but I do think
现在
that
反而是
their
荷
goal
兰的
should be
分
to
比较
just get
高。
down all of those Inca Spearmen and then just put all of your cav right on top of them.
哦，是荷兰出马吗？
But he's
哎，不是
committing? Okay,
是
he's not.
是西班牙出马，荷
Yeah,
兰
that's
出
the
伞。
kind of the beautiful part of Age of Empires 3.
颜色橘色跟黄色有点太接近了。
A lot
Yeah,
of good
he's
hits there.
getting caught, but the rods are a little bit sloppy.
哦，这边基本上就是英国已
Rods
经
gonna
残
do good
废了
hits on the
不用指
Ulans.
望英国了。
How many rods does it take to kill an Ulan? How many people does it take to change a light bulb? How many rods does it kill an Ulan? It's gotta be what, like 4 rod hits?
Right?
I don't know.
Not too many. The question is, how much APM does it take to keep the rods off your Yuan?
Yeah.
那离换
But we
安
did see a
呢？
few Vils go down for Brit.
来年补
but,
VOD，好哦
there，worse things have happened.
没有
in the world.
关系。
Exactly.
It's not like India Vils.
Exactly.
我很期待你之后有一些想要投稿的影片，可以再
Not
跟
as
我说。
impactful as other civs.
Yep. And it looks like
不实物送一堆领事馆数值的库尔克，感觉特有用。
Yeah,
好像也不是不
not
行
seen any counter raids or anything like that. I mean,
反
this
正
is
他们
all
之
kind
前
of focused
殖
right
民地
here.
是印度，
Yep.
从印度来一些库尔
And
克
you
也
know,
是合理的吧
they？ still haven't got the TP down for Spain. So like if they would have, yeah, it'll be interesting if they send a few pikes to go and get the TP, or if they're just gonna keep on pushing in.
Yep, looks like the Ulans are kind of looking around, hunting for Vils. I mean, they've basically beaten Team Spirit's mass, and at this point, they're just trying to figure out, what do we do with this advantage, right? Like, you kind of have the numbers, and how do we, rip down the right infrastructure or the right units to ensure they can't boom back?
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, especially
可以看
rushing
到那
Brit,
个英
because
国这
like
边的
what
经
do you
济
siege
基本
down?
上
Because
是死
really
了
want to
一
siege down
个
the，houses because they got a little bit extra HP, and that helps
战
them
术上是成功
economically.
了，确实
And
是
like
让
you don't
英
really
国
want
不是
to
很好
rush
受。但快攻这
anyone
边
else
也是要
because
付
they
出
get
代
collapsed on
价
out
的
of。position more. So it's just interesting,
好，这边
especially just how he's
Prince
spotted
的
on
马
the
非
map and how
常
that
多，
affects the game, you know?
Ooh, looks like those Ulons, they get quite the surround there on the Dutch skirms.
反而
They're just
是
gonna
Happy
absolutely
Cat 这边的荷兰伞哦，
These Ulons
数
just
量
the
没
DPS
成
of this
型，
unit so extreme, man. Wow, the spears jump in right behind there, so they help these Ulon collapse. Even the Spanish have
哇
hard. Wow, that
非
was
常要到
a
了，
really good
这
fight
场
there
去了，
for Team Friends because that is absolutely. Oh, yep.
继续。
Yeah, Bennett gets called. All
很
right,
快
so
哦，
it's
这
very
种
strong showing. Now we're
这种
now
地
we're
图
at
前面一个被针对，就
sorry,
很容易
game
就倒
3.
了。
We're looking at 1 to 2. So they pull it back. They don't get swept
好
because this，is
战
this
局
could
来
be
到
a
了
boost.
1比1，中国队跟欧洲队哦各拿1胜，应该是欧洲队吧？看一下。
You know, team sturdy table. You know, they just made more units in the beginning and it just kept on scaling.
So pretty good fight there, and just a really good clean game, man.
这一组
With that,
对啊，
you know,
欧洲队
the local heroes, they
欧洲队
avoid a kind of catastrophic sweep, right? So they are still now in this game, and they probably have quite a bit of momentum coming from that. So we are going to transition back, and I think we're going to give it probably what do you?
Alright.
啊，刚刚那场到底算不算啊？啊，不是应该是要1比1了吗？那怎么现在还第2场？是讲刚刚那场是暖身赛是不是？在搞是不是？
All
哦，
right,
没有
so
没有没有，
we
都
now have
文
game
明
4.
文
Like we
明
said,
组
the
合。
momentum's kind of swinging back in the favor here.
啊
But let's see,
这样我
you
们
know,
是少
this
看一
is
场
now
啊。
a chance for Team Spirit to kind of close it out, and kind of a bit of an upset. Although again, these are both very good players, very good teams. I don't think there's a huge discrepancy.
到底几比几啊？
It'll
我们应该没有少看吧？刚刚这是第2场。
Back, and then we go. It was India, right? It's probably how he got up so fast.
也太快了吧！
So we got Aztec, France,
1分钟
and we got, and then we're gonna have
又是一个奇怪的旗
us,
帜
and then we're gonna have Caroline. That's probably my ideal army comp from them. And I'm a little bit puzzled at what the units are gonna go for Team Spirit, because I don't really see a super like. I guess you could go Chattel as Ethiopia, but I don't really see a super strong Cav Civ. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, what happens.
啊，
I
这
feel
个
like
旗子怎么
raids
长
are
那
just
么
so
奇怪？
important in these high-level games. Like you get a few fills and it'll just, you know, set you up. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, just the Cav in general, what they're gonna go. Is that did they do Team Camp Builder?
They did. Looks like he opened up with Team Camp Builder first.
So they're gonna be aggressive. They might not need Cav raids. They might just be, you know, underneath their
Oh,
TC.
阿兹
It'll be
发
good
那
if
个
they
团
catch
队
it. You know,
车
they
车
saw
卡，好猛！
they might have just barely not
猛
seen.
大
it.
叔
We'll
这边
see
直
what
接来个
happens.
凶的
If they scout that.
Yeah. I mean, even if you see the Camp Builders coming out first, you're still going to actually have to see, you know, what the placement is, right? Before you start like, defending.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that they rush Julian, but we'll. Actually, no. Sorry, I mean.
以其人之道还治其人之身。
And Analogy, he is up. Wow, already opens right off there with the Carney. That was
刚刚快攻我，现在换我快攻
I
你们。
wonder if they're going to send. Do they have Team Flail Elephants in deck?
what? Looks like something
好，
happened.
这边印度上时代了。
What? Oh, okay. So I heard about this. So, what happened was that early on, if I remember correctly, what? Oh,
I think we take the man way for admin. We are trying to contact.
okay. So I heard about this. So, what happened was
看起来是有沟通问题哦。
Oh, rules.
The Camp Builders.
本来想说怎么这一局这么快
I
就
guess you
没
do.
了。
And even though I believe Flavor mid Elo tournament, we had the same rule because
Kind of their like.
好，
Really
这
their
一场
comfort
来到的
zone,
是喜马
right?
拉雅，
Especially Julian as possibly one of the.
喜马拉雅
best
山
players
脉
ever. We'll definitely see what happens and what they're really looking to do.
Well, and
三方同盟
you know he's
期。
thinking treaty at some level because when the game initially started, I think as Yuki pointed out, you know he had it rotated for treaty mode right off the bat.
Yeah.
So
好，这边又是那个刚刚类似的组合哦
All
，Happy
the small
Cat 马尔
elements
他
is definitely
乐
interesting.
于法国，然后猛大叔这边是瑞
so
典。
starting here on the top, Aztec deck team looks pretty standard team stuff to me. The calendar one, this one can be really good in the long game because it can give you almost a free Imperial or H4 for the beautifully named Chinese player. Standard Sweden team for France, pretty new Prince Electors. Now that would be
2 caravels though. I think that's probably my favorite part of the deck. I can't wait.
tree and then with Ulons, I guess.
来看一下第一波快攻。
Floors are here to defend it, so it shouldn't be idle too long.
哦，这边很快就开打了。 这边直接打阿兹的作战小屋。
The only person with a TP so far is Prince. Ooh, and we got Julian. He's why is he going backwards?
他的进攻真的跟鬼一样哦。
Wow.
5分钟，这边已经有一大堆兵了。
Oh, they're going double.
然后红方这边才刚下好马厩 ，Prince 这边估计马就会被踩了。
I was gonna say that infantry as well.
All right. Wow, we got a lot of pressure. Yeah, they
妈，
just.
他的暴兵速度可是很可怕。
Use your explorer. Oh, what? He got
哦，
scared.
德国出了第1轮兵了。
But Prince could have used his explorer to snare and then gotten his Ulans on top, and it wouldn't have been all that bad. So it's actually a good back out from purple.
好，Julian K 跟德国这边直接往前
Yeah,
冲。
this is already looking pretty dangerous. I mean, you know, Aztecs got their.
黄色这边有马尔他过来了，
These Corollians and
阿
these,
兹也过来了，
you know, crossbowmen.
场面异常混乱。
After losing that first batch, they're going to get outmassed
Oh.
pretty fast if they're not careful
这
here.
边在前方这边的马尔他军医院做一个汇合，德马数量看起来有点少，不过这边伞的数量非常多。
Sweden would have started cav, it's like a, you know,
短时间内这边卡尔帮不太上什么忙哦，卡尔
if
太
they had
少
20
了。
us on the field and they just collapsed on this right now, like what would they do?
There's just absolutely nothing. I mean, the Puma Spearmen too. The macro for it's kind of awkward. You can't really do maces and spears, you know, fluidly super easily because they're different resource costing. And wow, that's a good fight for Team Friends.
Yeah, Julian has so many crossbows out on the field, and they're doing a good
Julian
job.
K 这次豁出去了，
Spears using the
这
Ulan
弩
to
兵
catch.
多的跟鬼一样。
That's so frustrating, you know, to be getting. Oh my goodness! And what's that? 9 more Ulans on the field.
Wow.
There's just such a military
那一波
dominance.
打穿了吗？
Oh, but two others come out, so it'll be interesting to see what. Ooh,
Oh no.
he's just enough
哦
Puma, I，think.
德国在
He's
跑
getting
马
some，kills as
完
well.
了 ，Happy Cat 的
Looks
经
like
济要
those leathers,
崩
they are
了。
pushing them back, but the leathers are great, but they're only 2. You know, they're not H3 Falcons, so.
Yeah. And he invested
德国
decent
太
amount
狠
of
了
resources into them.
Happy Cat 的经济直接被打到
He's
只剩
sacking a lot
5000
of
分，
Ulans. I think, you know, that might not be the best trade.
然后还很漂亮的交换掉了皮炮。这边中国队要死了。
France is, you know, their house mass is basically gone too. So even though he sacrificed all those Ulans, it's not like there's like you said, an opponent cavalry force that he has to contend with. And wow, they're just again these Macemen too. They're fast. They're speed what 4-5, if I remember correctly. Yep.
Ooh, but the cap get on.
哦，
There's
有
no
5只
anti-cap.
马，这边走位散开
Oh,
战，
we got 1 Puma. I lied.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be. But this is
5
what they
只
needed,
马
right?
清不了那么多的伞兵啊
A！few Puma come back.
我有美洲
They get
吃
another
哦。
batch of 10 crossbows out for yellow. Oh, but you got a few Ulans coming in.
完了，这边也没有反马，
It'll
德
be
马直接
interesting
一
to
个
see what
狂
happens
杀
for。Team Spirit. I feel
Yeah.
like
I think those
right
Corollians were a
now.
bit far back too. They weren't able to really, you know, zone off those Ulans or get some hits in. So that was basically, you know, 5 crossbow for free here and there. And looks like there's more Ulan raids down here.
又被杀村，
This is looking
黄
rough.
色这边快不
I
行
would not
了。
mind at all if Aztec starts going. Was it? It's not Chimu, but
Oh, Coyote?
yeah, and it's going Coyote right now. Yeah, and just start raiding. Let the
你看黄色只剩4000分了，快没村民了。
The main group and just start raiding as
这15村
as Aztec.
Happy Cat is completely idle.
有没有搞错？Happy Cat 只剩15村，怎么打？
Fight. Yeah, they're gonna get the 2 hospitals down.
输了
Ooh, and they call it the reverse sweep.
Dang.
What a series!
Wow.
It has to be
结束了。
heartbreaking for Team Spirit.
中国队看起来没能在最终团战打进去。
And we got to see some absolutely donation. MC, the Royal Clan, of course, the main hosts of this event, and you know, just long.
看看其他赛事，
玩家手机首选三星 Galaxy S23旗舰系列，搭载最新4nm处理器，效能强大，系统运行更顺畅。升级散热系统，玩再久也不怕手机发烫。智能调节荧幕，根据不同光源调整亮度，确保观看的舒适度。还有画面档玩家一定会爱的120Hz荧幕更新率。哇，还有超强的夜拍功能，我要拿来拍儿子了。三星 Galaxy S23，玩家的神助攻，玩家们上场啦！
台湾队是没晋级啊，3-0，台湾队也没了。反而是中国队这边是打到这里，但还是输给了 Prince 他们这一组。所以 Prince 之后会对上这个日本队。哎呦，日本队很厉害哦！你看日本队打赢哪些哈？首先是这边火枪队，火枪队是这一组。好，这一组不熟。我们来看这边的。 NEUE 这一组 ，NEUE 这里，好，这几个都是很常打团的，他们比较少打 PK 了。这个天梯分数蛮高的，然后也是打上来的。 感觉日本队对到了这几个，这个 Sunrise 在这里。我个人体感啦，日本队对到这几组实力都没有很强，强的都在上面这边。然后这个是瓦干达 Forever， 这一组就很强了。这一组打团的分数都不低，也是2-3。反正是这边好几个，看一下、Spirit WWLS。那这一组超鬼的哦！你看这一组这么鬼的组合 ，Ravenk、Kindness， 光这2个，再加一个 TIT， 结果竟然是中国队这边，不知道是什么状况哦，应该是弃权之类的。最后是日本队去对上刚刚那一组 Prince 跟Julian K 他们那一队。我们来稍微看一下日本队的实力啊。我们来看一下日本队的实力。
2-3 Uhlans won't be doing too much to those skirmishes here, and the charge coming in from the Hussars at the top of the map. The Corollians
莎莎比的记录档大家应该也看过
get
很
on
多
top
场
of，them. They will crush these.
他就是一直出怪招，害我一直掉分的。
And it looks like it's a
伊索比亚啦、西班牙啦
The
都是这样。
Uhlans are going for a raid, not inside in the fight, but the cleanup is absolutely major. 23 Strelets, that's a very military-oriented focus and sending more military shipments. Now the Corollians charging out of there, they're gallivanting, they don't want anything to do with those Gurkha and skirms. Very well held there from Team Ginga, Chad. It's unfortunate because this is a very awkward position for that FB, so definitely struggling there to maintain much control, especially when it's so easy to right-click Germany's base. The pressure is always there, and those Uhlans trying to go around, catch a few bills, maybe pull them back and score here, but it's, 8 minutes into the game, and Ginga's team's already up 4,000 score. Definitely a little crazy. Going to be trying pushing onto this outpost. To be fair, it's an outpost in a blockhouse, so 60 damage every 3 seconds, which is enough to 2-shot skirmisher. So if targeted correctly, which they're doing not that bad of a job of, might lose his mass relatively quick, but the Seaboy will provide enough siege at the moment to burn down that outpost quite fast. And these Uhlans unfortunately can't deal too much damage as there are Huss right on his tail. So Wasabi is doing an absolutely great job at splitting 2 sets of armies here, and 1 outpost does go down. It only leaves 1 blockhouse left to go. And Russia doesn't really have the wood at the moment to rebuild this blockhouse, so they might try and have to save this. Sao is now coming in here from Ginga Chad, but all bunch of players have timed in electrician.
Beautiful
stop there from Ginga's Explorer there, and Sao is taking a few shots on those Strelets, but more importantly, damage. But that extra batch of 10 Strelets from the Cossack pop might be enough to force back Team Ginga Chad here. Being pushed back. A few Corollians split into melee here, and they all try and snare those Seapoint skirms. They do not too bad of a job here. And look at this, all of a sudden the game has flipped absolutely on its head.
红色的马没跟上来啊，红色的马这边如果有来帮的话，就推进去了。可以哦，这边丑男没控好，丑男要倒地了，全倒。
Oh, that was like 10 Strelets, absolutely belted right there. Cossack now coming in to try and block, but they're just tickling those Hussars and they're just getting destroyed by the Seapoint. Now pulling back at the perfect time, but the carries are now in the fight. More skirmishers just microing down those Corollians. And,
对，马后退，马后退。
At this point, the heavy infantry comp Sweden is going to be struggling with 21 bills here for Dutch, sending team infantry hand attack, and it'll be going up with his 4th bank at the moment, 10 minutes, which isn't too bad for a rush play here from Wasabi. I'll have a look at Carp, who, by the looks of things, does have a market at the top here, so we'll be researching with hunting dogs and the blockhouse. Yeah, nice little defensive blockhouse, in case this one did go down, but he has done a good job of repairing it. Paul Mander as well, yeah, sitting on 27 bills, looking like he's macroing the age up with a 1300 coin here, most bills, and yes, it looks like Team Affair is looking for the age up at the moment. Now sending 700 coin.
德国这边感觉想像时代。
Double racking here. Wood coming in for India. That trick is going to help him out with his build production, but still going to be staying H2 for Team Ginga at the moment. 2 letter shipment, very, very useful at the moment. Really need to keep the fight. So that's unfortunate that we picked off.
直接被点射掉了。 我看沙比这边的跑村有被处理掉。
Very underrated skills by the looks of it here with his France, now sending 2 Falconet, being the first one to get to H3 as well. And I wonder if he'll be switching to Gendarmes or if he'll stick with this now.
红色的法国上时代了。走扣 Daro 这边持续的跑村，然后上时代之后可以用炮帮对手推前面的前置。那德国这边还没上3，瑞典是上3了。
Ginga sending rumlets from the consulate at the moment from India. And both cab badges will do a nice job of trying to idle their opponents at the moment. Ulan's coming in to try and deny any raids, but we'll have to get out of there because there's a lot of cab to try and do it on his own. Skirmish is now pushing away. Chance for a little catch here, but I feel like the Ulan's at the moment are not quite in position to do so, so he's completely free there. Forward base has been wiped out. 2 cannons coming into the fight here, and they will be trying to push up. And there's 8 corps in range here. Not that bad of a bounty. What's this? Yeah, some XP. Don't mind it. Alright, so looks like they're pushing down to Arthur's base.
那先打德国吗？
Subscribing tier 1. Thank you for the subscription, Billy. Means a lot. All the money we get.
这边这个 timing 打德国很强。
goes to prize pools. So if you want to
看德国的兵卡还没来的时候。
We've got one hell of a 1v1 tournament coming up in a few weeks. I'm not
再拖下去兵卡就要来。
I like to tease that as a matter of fact. Big names coming into that tournament. Some of the players actually playing at the moment, as a matter of fact. So that should help contribute to maybe increasing the prize pool by a substantial amount. So thank you. Pushing under Germany's town centre, denying the Arsenal, denying the 10% for those Ulans here. And let's see, Unique is going to H3 soon, shipment carriers. Germany hasn't quite got the shipment in queue, so hopefully gets that in time here. Has set the 9 they've been trying to go for raids and haven't been really on top of things here. But back
炮清掉了。
sending Ulan in a second to the goons, do such a great job.
德国保住了。
Ulan's here, Movement going down, no trouble at all. And at the top of the map, picking off some rumblings for free, but haven't quite committed yet. Looking to go for the second Ulan pop here. They've done a great job of picking up. They've done a great job of picking up those cannons for absolutely free here, only sending about 5 Ulans for 2 Falconets. And the shipment of Falcons from Sweden and the shipment of Ulans coming in for Germany. Ginga's team sensing that there's a shipment coming, decided to pull back, now seeing that they're now commencing. But oh dear, the Seaboy are out of position.
他怎么这边只剩印度？印度在干嘛？跟队友脱节了，会被全吃啊！天啊！怎么自己一个人深入险境？哇！日本队这边很亏啊！ 怎么会这样打？
was honestly one hell. That was one hell of a cleanup there from the Neuron team. Very, very well done. Ginga Chad applying a lot of pressure, but maybe overcommitting a little bit. I feel like it's a bit hard for Germany to push out simply because of the sheer scale of Goon Mass here. But if they can pick off a few second wagons,
有点上时代了。
so bad. Pushing up here on the top yard. Turn down my mouse sensitivity here, but that was a beautiful volley onto the skirms here. Dutch skirms now being melted down while the lead comp is only growing. We'll see if anyone else is aging up at the moment. We have Svea now coming in from Sweden. In that we'll be getting all those military drummers paper cartridge without having to send advanced arsenal. A beautiful, beautiful benefit for Sweden here. Up in the center of the map, looks like we're going to be seeing another blockhouse going down. We now have Rajputs coming out from Ginga. Maybe I'm not too sure why. As a matter of fact, oh, looks like he's going to be raiding with the Rajputs, trying to go around. Oh, probably burn down corps. To be honest, that looks like the more logical thing. So it's a nice quick siege there. Gendarmes now coming out from Sokodado. Wasabi still in H2, unfortunately. We now have siege elephants coming out to deal with these. I was going to say these 2 Falconets, but look back. It looks like
象炮出来了，位置很差哦，这象炮直接要死了。
the best chances the carrot can just charge right on top of them. The carrot kills this stage. Alright, switching over to France. Yep, still sticking at H3. Looks like macro for Gendarme Goon at the moment, but obviously slow training, very expensive. And the Skirm Mass is still building here. I hope Wasabi is aging up at the moment, unfortunately. Doesn't look like he is. Oh no, he has just aged. He has just
日本队危险了。
now sending in combat, which is the best thing. And the best thing is Dutch, as a matter of fact, is that if you want to go Skirm Hal, the beautiful 2-unit comp that covers most things, you only need to send the same cards because they benefit everything. Infantry, not just skirmishes. Looks like France is going to be trying to match the calls, and they've probably identified that at the moment. Yep, 2 calls coming in. If they right-click that fan into it, he seems to be struggling at the moment, but he needs to remember that he does still have siege elephants on the way, so they should be able to deal with things. Alright, being pushed back by the Maha here, trying to just...
大象不要冲动。
I'm not too sure why he's left, but he has no one has committed any forces to order at the moment, but unfortunate considering tucking a dock down now. If anyone's floating any wood, maybe Sweden. To this stage just to get some unrated eco, especially since most players are just getting raided non-stop at this point. Maybe punch down those Ulans would be a good idea, but there's million things going on at the moment and just going to be escaping those carriers. And Ginga Chad, Team Ginga Chad just out of nowhere calls the GG. I feel like they realise they're down 16,000 in score. They're down 2 ages and raids are coming in, and that was one hell of a hold by Team Neuron. Congratulations to those boys. The heavies out.
真夸张。
Such a right.
好，那来看第2场。
And I feel like on this map it's super useful. A nice couple of walls with fixed guns always works out well. I know every time I play in-house games on this map, the multiplayer who shall
是大平原
chucks down a lot of
怀
fixed
念的
guns
地
and
图
walls and it's absolute pain to deal with. So bring out the cools, bring out the mortars, or even in this case, I think
快
flame
点
arrows
看一
would
下，
be
看一下是不是打快攻。
opting for Heavenly Kami as his first card here. So it looks like we're going to be going for a shrine. Boom. So shrines here, shrines there, shrines everywhere, all over the map. Going to be opting for the middle TP from Sakadado. Heading over to Ginga's perspective, aging up a little sloth multiple, that's pretty typical. Opted for 3 bills first, looks like he's going for Gematon second. Pretty standard here. Does also have rockets here from the fire throwers. Would love to see some fire throwers out here. Absolutely one of the best models of a unit in the game. Love seeing multi come to fruition as well. We've all played the campaign, and we get to see some fire throwers out in action. Some boop throwers, I think is their real
法
name.
国似乎有意识的想要打原住民的招数。
Does have refurbished firearms. Could honestly do everything. He has the option to go Charo, Soldado, as well as the Saltadors. I almost forgot the name there a second. Doing a great job of putting the flag up, getting that barracks up super quick. Looks like he might be opting for some insurgents to start with. Yep. Super cheap. Go burn down those torps. Run your opponents around with the best idea here. Heading over to Apocalypse's perspective, age up almost coming up. We already checked his deck. And we've done a full circle here back to Sweden. Ooh, interesting here. Does have the Foundry and the Leather Cannons. Maybe opting for Leathers early is a good way of defending. Does have the Town Center out. Oh, does it get scouted by the Cheyenne? That would be... And it does. Super deadly. Getting charged in here. Oh dear, if he just right-clicked it, he maybe could have burnt it down. Any siege onto that thing. Force the minimum pop. I mean, I honestly don't mind that. I would have just right-clicked that.
法国确实是原住民战术。
Could have got the Town Center there. Might even still get it. The insurgents are coming over. Maybe this is a right call. Could even still get this Town Center. It looks like they're going to go for it. 2 trade posts now up here from Carp. That is a lot of cab. Look at this. Oh my god, that town center's got to be going down here, forcing the minimum pop. Sack for the town center. Sack for the town center is my opinion here.
哇塞，这一波一个强攻哎，直接揍烂这个葡萄牙，葡萄牙哭出来了。
Just cut the value of that card in half for the time being here. Looks like we'll be opting for the age up. More wood coming in here. Port now sending crossbows after the coin there, which is exactly what you want. Oh, but we'll be cancelling it for 700 wood instead.
然后顺便打击瑞典，哇，一次打击2家，
very good here.
连环组合拳啊！
Only 8 torps at the moment. 6 minutes, which is pretty fair, pretty good, but will be chucked down to 7, unfortunately. The right side of the map is completely shrined, giving some great line of sight here. Apocalypse, obviously, native shrine. There we go. On 140 shrine pop, which is ridiculous compared to your 14 shrines at the moment. Shrines going for the raided here. I'd love for him to get... Is there a card, a tech, that benefits... Bonus against cavalry, yeah, that's the one. I wonder if anyone remembers the absolutely OP natives, the Axe Riders, back when the coder in the original game was a native on Great Plains. But we are playing on Great Plains here, probably the AoE 3 map that everyone knows. Got your coin treasures around the edge, trade post, and shrines galore, as you can clearly see. Now the insurgents doing a great job of burning down shrines and torps, etc. Port's now getting up to age 3.
日本没出什么兵哎，是不是在上山了？
France still opting for natives, which is very good, as it doesn't need to build any houses to train them, as they do not cost pop. But it's interesting to see if he opts for the next 2 trade posts here to improve.
哦，葡萄牙直
Does
升
end up getting the both trade posts here. And looks like he's going to still keep training, or if he will be switching over to the age up. Has sent 700 coin in, so looks like he might be switching over to the age up if possible. But now this is the absolute Jad move from Team Ginga. Look at this, 2 depots right in front of the barracks. Going to be popping them at an ideal time. I think he could. 990, 999, one more.
然后他直接在对手的出兵点盖了2个炸药库。
A possible catch here with those depots on any enemy units. But if this depot goes down, all those Corellians in here, these depots are very progressive. They don't discriminate. They will be killing any units regardless of their team. Shine's now getting a nice little catch, 5 Corellians. It's going to be missing out on the fight, maybe another 3 here, but the Corellians going to have to go back to try and deal with that. Leaving these crossbows relatively exposed. I wonder if any... Oh,
那他直接来参墨西哥的军营。
Welcome to Argentina. So we'll be popping out at Industrial pretty damn soon. Now running away from...
中美洲革命
Here we go. Here's
墨西哥现在是中美洲了。
Carolian crossbowmen. Jad moves here, taking down a marker, but these insurgents just running around, it's an absolute pain. I mean, they're shit versus most units, but if you can get them sieging other stuff, they are very useful.
好多起义军直接在拆瓦萨沙比的家。
But these 2 ones on the top here did now going to be sending the goons back to deal with these boys here, forcing them to pop 2 torps down, and half the army has been sent back to deal with it. I missed the depot explosion. Ugh, that's a shame. Didn't kill any units, unfortunately, though. But well, barracks will go down, so got a little bit of siege there enough to take it out. And the supply of insurgents has been halted.
好，日本上时代了。
But we'll be picking off a few carriers with these Yumi archers here, and it looks like the comp is going to be.
因为日本经济应该是不错啊，看这个分数。
Yumi Goon, really optional natives.
接近满人口的神社。
At the moment, but if we look at the Raiders income here, we have 32 builds from Apocalypse, Wait, why is this? Oh my god, I thought the coin was the bloody village account. I was like, why is it just still going up? Right. 30 bills here from Wasabi, along with 130 Torbop, 27 from Port, 25 from France. It's not bad at all. And 30 from Malta. With those settler wagons, which will be turning his eco into an overdrive unit. Looks like Malta's losing this forward barracks at the moment, but they have the time for it. Now heading back to Mexico by the looks of it, and opting for a Saltado build will be revolting.
哎呦，回归墨西哥了，好快！ 墨西哥很快。
his way, but picks off a couple of the ordnance crossbows free of charge. Corellion mass is building. Now before the revolt.
虽然现在有点在卖队友，但是这边回归墨西哥的速度还算蛮快的。场上没兵啊，现在场上没兵啊。
Well, it looks like Genghis Khan has taken a lesson out of Paul Mander's book, and it looks like he'll be opting to burn some shrines. He's unhappy with the torps that have been being burnt. He thinks it's very unfair, it's not very reasonable, and he wants to enact his revenge on the Japanese shrining district. Now going to be chasing down these goons. Best part about these Cheyenne, they don't have a multiplier against Handcab, but you know what they do have a multiplier against? They've got a multiplier against Warcab. They are going to be being posed a threat here from these Cheyenne, and that's one hell of a catch there. Both sides snared here from Cheyenne.
哎呦，升级老练之后，打算拿一个免费的护卫升级啊！
Giant Rider comp, and now the insurgents are going to be tasked to burning down any torps on the left hand side of the map here. It doesn't have too many here, but now we have 5 flaming arrows. Going to be sending Argentia reforms, so someone might be opting for the Imperial by the looks of it, which I'll be amazed if he can pull that off so early. Actually, why is he going?
Oh, wait, seriously? So
what he's done right is he's already upgraded the Soldados, so it means his guard upgrade is going to be free for them. Which is going to be huge because what is it, like 1,000 of each? I'm pretty sure it's 600 of each. So yeah, in H3 it's like 1200 res. Plus the extra XP. 10 soldados will be getting for the next stage up. Going to be burning down this trading post here with the Caros. So yeah, there we go. Already got the next trading post coming up here, but it looks like they're going to be right-clicking some bills here, trying to cause a lot of idle time. Just has to make sure he's not going to get caught out by the Dragoons here. After all, Shine Rider are heavy cav, so they will be able to get picked off by those goons. They deal damage, but they'll also be receiving damage. Looks like Sweden's going to be opting for it.
法国的原住民招数这边持续的肆虐。 拖延对手的进攻，让日本跟墨西哥可以赶快拿起来。现在全部的军队都在追着这个法国的马跑。
Absolutely insanely strong shipment in my opinion. 5 XP for every unit you've lost so far. You're about to see
日本这边不知道为什么不上时代4哦，还停在时代3。
Leave it until about the 25-minute mark, and you've got yourself 2,500 XP for nothing. Tracking up some torps at the bottom of the map. I mean, where can he torp to be fair? 120 pop here, but maxed shrines pretty much now going to age 4. And max torps almost as a matter of fact here. Town center going to be going down for Kinga, really trying to expand here.
这边直接抓到马耳他的 TC。哦，马耳他的村民也被爆抓一波。啊，这边死伤惨重，马耳他快没村民了。完全不懂这样日本队到底怎么赢的，他们的对手很强啊。战术上，然后会战配合的也都很好。
Sakada looks like he's going to keep batching a few goons, might try and get up to H3. Oh, that's one hell of a body, sending order of ads, increase that goon range here. Oh, that's another hell of a body from the flaming arrows. Coolrain's going to do a great job of picking off. Oh my god,
哦，场中好猛，把火箭全点掉了。好，他沙比给力耶。
The artillery from good split there from Wasabi. Looks like Team Giga Chad might get forced back just due to the sheer damage from these Chad dudders here.
撤退。
Very, very strong. 2 pop, but look at those statistics. All of a sudden you get to age 5, sorry. These bad boys have 100.
好，枪马过来了。
Add that with the arsenal, and you get yourself a 0.5 radius on that ranged attack as well. Left hand side of the map here has burnt down Carp straight post here, but the insurgents are doing a great job at keeping on top of those shrines, making sure that Wasabi always has to be.
哦，日本上时代4了，越来越难打了。反而是一直在出原住民的法国，现在经济没有很好。他太牺牲自己了，太委屈自己了。
resulted in an expansion out to mid-map, and looks like they're going to be able to breathe again. Putting down that town center for the second time, securing this hunt as well as securing the hunt at the bottom might be pretty good as well. Looks like guys switching to
这边要来推前置了，4个日本军营应该会掉个2栋。
Not that bad to be honest. 5 Falcons here from 5 Falcons here might be a pretty good play. Does have a lot of anti-artillery. Will lose a Falcon here.
火箭来了。
Probably expected, but those flaming arrows will go down pretty quickly as well. and that's a volley into the Yumi here. I feel like they could be the tankiest fight, to be fair. Heading over to Student Effective World mid, all the eco shipments coming in here. The game is getting extremely late here, and I feel like Team Ginga has more late game since here. Battle Buster, kind of the thing that makes them shoot grenades. Battle Blaster coming in, dealing a great amount of siege damage, will be wrecking that artillery. Domino is nice and safe. Going to go for a raid here with the goons.
哇，这边枪马直接进来
He's not even needed.
骚扰。
The boys are like, we'll hold, we'll distract them, you go raid, go get some kills. Some carry raids here, very, very well done.
葡萄牙枪马还成型了。
Wasabi. And we'll pick up a couple of French kills here, but now the eco is going to start splitting off if I'm not mistaken. Although Cup 6 ahead by 3k.
我们感觉法国吃力不讨好。我觉得玩原住民流程有时候很容易会迷失自我，把自己的经济给搞成一团糟。
And the Yumi mass is absolutely deadly. Look at all the Yumi just streaming in. Max. Which countries are playing, you ask? Well, it is the Asian team versus the, I think, American team. I'm not too sure where these words are from. Asians versus Americans in UE at the moment. And this is the quarterfinals. Quarterfinal game here. Alright, Organ's going to be unloading here onto the Yumi potentially, but there is a lot of flaming eyes left over and no good ways to deal with them. So it looks like the military from Apocalypse has pushed back Inga's team and is unmatched. 2 kill rings now popping from that round, and will unpack almost immediately. Doesn't want to take any volleys from these soldados here though. These boys are tanky as hell. Picks off flood flaming arrow. Oh, and a free
Oh my god！ 7台机枪，7台管炮不是机枪，哒哒哒哒哒哒哒。
is the Asian team. Bit difficult to tell there based on names.
7台管炮是什么鬼啦？
Maybe Apocalypse is also the Asian team. I'll have to have a look as well. But these boys are definitely from the Asian side.
Crocodile 太夸张了吧？
Bracket in the qualifiers, so I know these boys did a really good job getting out of there and leading that. Now these Yumi can be beautiful. I can just stand here, dish out 32 damage.
红是还是跑村？不要跑了，先把你经济搞好好不好？还在单 TC 营运。
Fixed gun there coming out from Malta, double producing here, and now yeah, we've got more Yumi archer attack. 20% does have way at the bow in here. Deadly as hell. Interesting, if we sends the 10% shrine here on the right, especially for activity as well. But looking at the bottom of the map here, Carolean raid coming in, but defended easily by some minimum. These insurgents here have been chilling for a long time. Maybe come on the torps would be good, but he's got a million things to worry about at once, so I'm sure insurgents isn't one of them. At the top of the map here, they switch to rural dragoons here. These soldados have a lot of siege. We'll be picking up as many outposts as possible. Unfortunately, this hunt didn't get scouted, so we'll be opting for mills at the moment. And I think we need some at the moment, because walls will be needed to deny any hashtags, any raids.
还想搞那个固定炮。
Look at this. All of a sudden, 40 bills is going to be odd, unfortunately.
只能继续搞法国的村，不对，葡萄牙的村。
Up in age at the moment, car.
那人家种田啊，旁边就 TC 啊，直接躲进去就好了。
So Giga and Salto will be needing to get the age up. Carro's still being produced.
哦，墨西哥也过来帮忙，感觉黄色家现在要炸开了。
Doesn't look like any of them are even
这边打得赢吗？
they need to get the age up. They can't.
瓦萨沙比跟
what they've got right now. And it looks like
哇，真的被炸开了！哇，这一波很痛，墨西哥火枪就是这样很讨厌。
Town center going down. Going to be annihilating the stable in the second town center by the looks of things. And all havoc is breaking loose. The goons going back to defend against the goons, I suppose. But when you got your entire town center idled, what can you do here? Oh dear, this 17.
墨西哥火枪拆家了。
Going to be a pain in the absolute arse here. Organ's now
我这边回来处理紧急回援。
Maybe it's not too worth it, but I mean, he's already taken out with that 62 bills.
哇，这7管炮要倒了。
And now Portuguese down on 48 bills, down 20 bills, unfortunately. Now more carry raids and burning of shrines on the bottom of the map. Keeping on top of those shrines, doing an absolutely great job. Now the Honoured Yamaguchi going to be coming in here trying to go for a raid on that hunt, but already on the mills, so not quite needed. Now, looking back at the main fight, looks like okay then. I guess this is one way to win the game. Right click your opponent's base with Yumi, especially when there's 0 cav units from your opponent's side, and the switch looks very, very rare at the moment.
哇，绿色太扯了！日本直接冲进对方瓦萨萨比家里面。
I feel like he thinks he can sack these Yumi, but I think Apocalypse doesn't know how quickly these Yumi are going to die to any artillery to get on top of him. Although he's doing an
我这就是来杀村的，长弓直接瞄准发射。中间这边也是大会战啊，墨西哥对上了瑞典。
Easily the guard soldados are eating up the Caroleans here, but now the Falcons on the back line will be able to provide ample support to deal with them. More raids in base here. Soldados walking through trying to defend that.
瓦萨萨比想办法要从中间拿到一点东西啊。
Burn down houses trying to pop ports here. Does get his town center back.
日本开始打一个无耻烧燎流，就在地图一直游走，
Every single Yumi
闹
that's
你
trying to do a base. And now we've got Yumi being right clicked here, and the Ginga's town. The Ginga doing a great job trying not to be idled, and the cap switch is exactly what was needed here. Going to be going for auto hussars, Bs to be unit, don't need to upgrade them, and they've got a ton of HP. A little bit more pricey, but for a switch
因为
of
没有
5
配
hussars,
大
we're
名
playing about 30.
看来这个日本不得要领
But I don't think Carp quite cares. I mean, look at his economy. He could let it go Imperial if he likes, to be fair. Scored's now peeling ahead, 10k up in Populous' favour here. It's the same game, guys. Thanks for casting. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Give me a shout if the mic's too loud or too quiet. I'm doing my best here. But yes, it is a great game to be fair. And look on the right side of the map. I guess we've got a fixed gun and a ton of barracks over here, so a nice little side FB from Carp. They're doing a great job here, the boys, at not playing dumb, I suppose. They've adapted, they've put up forward bases, they've switched their side. But the fixed gun from Ginga also a great job, doesn't need to do anything in that.
哇，他开始用固定炮在控图。
Despite Carp having a bad score, he's killing a ton of bills, exactly. He is doing a great job at running around causing havoc.
打得很辛苦啊。
But he has been rated on stop by this Corellians, to be fair, and as France, it's hard to recover. Team Soki coming out in the military pop, absolutely huge. And the GG comes out here from Wasabi. Team Ginga down in
GG 了
3.
日本队 GG 了。
Up 2-1, it doesn't matter. Unit skill.
刚连输2场嘞，日本队。连输2场之后就连赢3场，不知道是什么
Thank
鬼
you, Dynamite. Good game, good cast. Yeah.
我看一下后面到底怎么赢的，是这一队表现异常吗？
First, one through to second here with the mill. Not a bad pickup, to be fair. One who's going to be given pick it up. A bit hard to control.
让2追3哎。
So it might be cycling between the team. Either way, one through to second, not too bad. Cossack now popping C-Boy in Q. And it's 5 minutes 20 and the Russian military will be running into the Dutch base. But he should have a batch of skirm out already. One singular skirm, opting for a forward wall here, but will unfortunately get denied. Charging the vills forward to get it built, but will end up retreating them once he sees the Cossack. Tower's going to be going up from Italy. If he can maybe get... Where is the little bastard? Where is that little... here he is, this little shit. Where is he? The damn... Pop Minuteman. But the architect... goddamn hate the architect. Then again, I hate pressing Italy. 5 more Husks can be coming here, cleaning up the Minutemen and the skirms.
完了，荷兰这边变成破口了。
This is pretty damn deadly for Dutch. He will be losing 4 or so builds here. More Minutemen coming out from Carp unless I missed something. Good deal. So the pressure begins here. Misha watching 3 consecutive streams this month and is on has sparked a watch streak. Good job, Misha. I feel like you watch a lot of ESOC streams, so thank you for your support. And one hell of a player as well, as a matter of fact. Always comes on for some team games, always friendly. So welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying. We do have the next Portuguese town centre going up at the top of the map. Great map for Portugal, easy to secure the top without sacrificing too much in the centre. But we'll be now forcing back Team Ginga for the time now. Second blockhouse now going up, and the mill is secured. It will be about to be secured here for India. 3 banks up from Dutch. Nice little proxy wall here. We do see Musk Skirm Hussar out here. Nishis has also watched for 3 consecutive streams as well. I see that little here. Welcome Nishis to the stream at the moment. We are currently in game number 4. Ginga is down 1-2. Team Nurang is doing a great job at keeping the Asian onslaught at bay here. The Asian team doing a great job at showing their underdog run, I'd say. I don't think anyone would have predicted these boys would be going as high as they are so far, so really, really well done to the Asian team here. Nisius, what a nerd, I know, right? It's not like he knows everything about the game. Absolute legend. Now going to be building a basilica with the architect. Interesting there. After that, I feel like if you just like line the entire outpost, might be a bit lame, but hell, you got to do what you got to do to win. This is game point here. This is best of 5 here. Ginga Chad need to win this game to stay in the series. Yeah, what do we have at the top here? Looks like France going to be putting down a town centre at the top of the map here. Going to go for a nice little raid with the Hussards. Idle about 5 vills at the top there, maybe send a couple there. But we'll be trying to opt for a raid here. Has done a great job at denying these extra hunts. I feel like if they could keep pressure up here, keep pressure, deny this hunt, they will be able to eventually starve out Dutch here, and the push will be needed. They've got complete map control at the moment. Look how many hunts are on this map. I feel like, yeah, get those vills out, get them gathering, get hunting dogs, get steals traps, get what you can. Coin now coming in here from Sokodata going to H3, maybe sending some siege elephants to get some siege, but do not fear India. Italy will also be going to H3, no doubt to industrial behind that probably. Apocalypse now going up to H3 as well himself. We'll be getting Byzantine Legacy. Now, what does that one do again? Oh, there is one made one. I missed that. The Feina and Vassar as well. The league here with the 4 torps isn't too bad. Send it onto the coin mine down passively throughout the game. But I really want to see what this card does. Byzantine Legacy. I know Jaeger Legacy doubles your XP and resources. Oh, but it gives it down just in time, and that means we can have a look. Building hit points by
好，这边葡萄牙顺利的上了时代3之后，发的是冷藏技术啊，非常浓啊。这边准备转枪吧。
Good trade nonetheless. And a beautiful catch there from Wasabi as French will be denying an entire town center, so that is big ouch, big ouch.
好像沙比法国也上3，也是转枪嘛。
Oh, I thought those were vills. Oh no. Definitely not vills there. But a town center going up on the rear from Wasabi, so there's going to be a fight in the mid-map and a grueling death battle for all these gold mines at the top of the map by the looks of things. We do have the Terminal Gate coming out here. Most players are heading up to H3 at this point, but it looks like King will be committing to H2. But
俄罗斯还没上时代。
Still let combat to keep in the game here. So I hope he doesn't overcommit to H2 here, unless they're thinking about right-clicking almost immediately. Carp also macroing for the age up by the looks of things. Scores are still neck and neck within 500, 400 with each of each other. And it looks like the right.
然后这边各有一组还没上时代哦，荷兰没上，俄罗斯也还没上。
The horde as well as some siege by Seapoint.
这一波大的要进来了。
Around the walls, but there is just so many. I feel like they're currently in here. Gonna have to be burning it down, but it shouldn't take too long. These are only 1500 HP walls. And as we continue with the fight, we see the forces now coming back over. Seeing the phase attack on the map here, but it is time to right-click Dutch's Eco. Does have 3 and 4 banks up at the moment, but they won't be up for much longer now. Actually, some employees to stall for 50 food apiece. Definitely a good trade there. Just try and slow down the advance of the Strelef. Dove does have Primacia Musk combo in deck here. Now we're going to be right-clicking to try and stop some of the siege here, but unfortunately he does a great job of body blocking here. Both Falconets stay up at this point. Axe now going in. Musgraves on the bottom of the map does finally pick them up here. More envoys going to be coming out here, going to be trying to get a swing on those Falconets. Oh, but there will be 21 here from the Seapoint units. And Duchess looking too hot here.
荷兰怎么感觉要被打穿了？
Going to be desperately getting that second barracks up behind the space here. But a lot of infrastructure going down here. More Seapoint being streamed in, Falcons being shipped here, Organs being shipped here. It should be enough to maybe hold, but they have nothing to deal with the siege elephants. And the siege elephants have caught these Organs in their sights. Ooh, what a volley, and they will be right with them in a matter of seconds here. Falconets just unloading into the infantry here. One Organ is already down, does get a nice little volley onto the envoy there, but I don't think the only envoy gets a ship to be fair. Strelette mass is completely gone, completely cleaned up. Right clicking there seemed to be effective, but defender's advantage, especially with the sheer infantry mass and powerhouse that is Italy. Yeah, you can still neck and neck here, no extra ships make sense. Could pick off those Falconets here, but they decide to opt back. No real pressure at this point. And it looks like Apocalypse would be opting for the age 4 potentially. Ginga now opting for the age up. They may lose this FB with the amount of
日本队撤回他们的堡垒底下。
Going to be expanding out here with a forward artillery foundry, and they've let off the choke. And here comes the villagers down the bottom. They've got free reign over these hunts.
俄罗斯是那个时间点上的时代。
He's down in the docks here, but Ginga is there with him, so it shouldn't really mind him too much. But scores are still pretty close. Within 2k of each other. 2 town centers now up here from France and maintain the centre mill as well. And the shipment of 2 Falconets from the home centre will send the combined Italo-Dutch political force on the run. But the sheer amount of units here from Italy makes this practical Falconet realises they need something to deal with the Strelets at this point.
还有台湾邀请有解冻了，
It's pretty much 2 goals that don't have to unpack here. And all it takes is 1 volley of Falconets out.
真是打史诗级大战哎！
How do I move the screen like this? Instead of
舞台炮
left click and slide. Oh, right click and slide, sorry. Nice little volley off into Musketeers here. Organs, now we have 2, 4, 6 Falconets out
可以
here.
啊，可以啊。
They can't really advance out into these siege elements here, but it's enough to just be like, halt, you're not allowed to come in closer.
我们把这场看完吧，那我们就跳着看了。这一场也是僵局啊。哦，打进去了，太可怕了。
Paper thin here, another beautiful volley. You'd love to see the physics in AoE3.
这边荷兰真的烂掉了，被打穿了。
Poorly made game. I mean, to be fair, look at that beautiful physics section.
哇，他沙比这边已经时代是35000多分了，然后这边荷兰已经不行了，只剩9000分，已经软掉了。这场结局可以预判了。
Available like it was, which we'll do Sunday 18 GMT. So we got a lot of.
我们直接看到比数了，这样可以吗？
But if anyone wants to go Cav, this is the map to do it.
又跑下来。哎，他直接没播完呢，这个比赛，他直接没把记录档看完。哦，还有这边还有一场，跳太多，多跳2场。哦，对，打到2比2，这一场打完之后打到2比2。 因为他有第一场，前面有第一场，我们直接没看到，我们看到是连输2场，然后比数打到2比2之后是最后一场，来看最后一场。
I wish I could see right now. They'll have to have any support we can. Sneaky, and do they send? Does Mexico send Team Hacienda and do a Charo spawn while Spain does a Soldado spawn? That could be.
快转！
Sweden. Yeah, where are we? Sweden. Going to be opting for the 2 torp start. Pretty sweet. For this. So for HB outpost now coming out from Spain. Caro's now coming out, get a good volley on the Explorer here, but all the Insurgente popping out super quick. I'll be interested to see if
日本这边打一个强快攻，墨西哥的起义军会上苏族，这边可以打一个很快的快攻。
So a beautiful fake out with the logistician. Why would team
直接
speaking
把
over the
对手的前置
instances
拆
like that.
掉
I'm。not too sure. Maybe an oversight, not really realizing what he's done. Maybe he's the sacrificial. The sacrificial.
奇怪，紫色是没队友是不是啊？啊，法国跟日本去哪了？
Wishing those carriers were in base, chasing that instead. Now we're going to be getting some docks down on the bottom of the map here. Very, very sneaky. Will get scouted.
我看错，
Wait, how did these fishing boats get down here?
红色法国下了一个码头，
Wait, what?
你们瑞典一个打快攻，啊，法国跑去
Oh, he
吃
sent
海
10 fishing
啊？
boats. He's literally sent 10 fishing boats down here. Whoa.
Wow.
Literally sent, yeah, 13 plus the 3 as well. So he's literally sent all his fishing boats down the bottom. Didn't need to build a dock at all. 35 villages at 6 minutes 50. That is not
这
bad.
边瑞典
36
前置直接
villages
喷
on
掉，
top of all that shrine wall.
被起义军打成
21,
智障。
32 from France. And he's going 4 docks at the moment, shitting out fishing boats here. Opting for a stable along the coast as well. A nice little raid here, picking off a bill or a.
猪猪开始疯狂跑村，
Sakadada will pick off a couple more bills here. Pressure down at the bottom of the map, has gathered it with the Explorer, but more
Zuzu.
fighting as well. Going to be burning down that outpost and tower. Racks now coming up from Wasabi.
他一次可以跑3家村诶，好爽。
Special
反而是有点纳闷，法国为什么现在是3码头在吃海？
Yeah, look at that shrines all over the map. Done a great job at getting on your opponent's side there. Still badging
哦
out
这边瓦萨萨比上10带3了。
31 to 20. Ooh, it's 21. That's like crazy to think of. Literally, France has double the kill count.
瓦萨比该不会是要用那一套
Team Falconet
大庄园流程吧？哦，没有，他打得很正常，他这边发一张团队炮卡，这样苏族也可以有炮兵了。
real fast and get under Japan's down center. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is, as you can see with the scores up the top here, this is the match point. This is a best of 5 series, and it's all or nothing here. Scores are favouring Ginga at the moment, even though Carbon Apocalypse team is heavily up in field count at the moment. Unfortunately, Carriage is getting sacked when they match here. I feel like the Lakota play could even right clean up that mask and call it GG right there. But,
然后再发2炮，哇，好猛！
and then eventually get into France's base.
3炮推进流。
More Falconets, so we currently have 5 Falconets on the field here from Ginga's team, Ginga Chad. Half the water is not being contested at the bottom of the map, and the res is coming in, and it's coming in fast.
日本跟法国在吃海啊！
But it looks like the final game here.
但他们陆地全部炸开啊！看不起对手是不是啊？
Down 2 games, 1 game 2-1, they come back 2-1 here, and it looks like they could even they just have to leave the town center. Look at all the siege from the insurgents and all Carpenets. Carpenet getting to H3, he needs to get cool frames out.
真傻眼，2家跑去吃海，1家吃就很过分了，结果2家都去吃。
Sending sloops here, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The sheer skirm mass here from Dutch will be able to clean up anything H2, any mask, any. They've got a double mask here. Karashi, but I feel like Fumbo Uni are needed. But scores are now getting closer and closer now that
2家吃海不是不行哦，但是你们场上要有兵啊！你们现在法国基本上是残废了，虽然他还有海。 啊，瑞典也是残废啊！瑞典没吃海，他陆地上的已经没经济来源。瑞典现在被这一波打下去之后，应该直接连命都没了。不要GG。
Falconet stuff is OBS. But you're mistaken, it's not H2, it is H3. FF has sent team 1 Falconet, as well as 2 of his own. So it is H3, not H2, unfortunately. But the carrier is going to be picking off a lot of cab here, getting up a castle just to try and delay here, but that's the 2nd town center going down. The sheer amount of siege. Insurgente, the small units. Oh my god, there goes the castle. They're glass cannons, but only 12 siege attack here when you've got about 30 of them. It starts getting a bit deadly, especially with the moderated fire. Now you're going to be running bills, and I feel like this is a tiny push that comes out of nowhere when you have the units running into base at 5 minutes. There's a way to defend it. Oh, good pick off there. You have another Falconet as well. You've got a way to defend it, but when you don't see anything, and you hit that sort of 6:30, 7-minute mark, you get lulled into a false sense of security. Not making units as often. H2 Falks, vividly know he's done an FF. Wasabi's done an FF. He sent team 1 Falk, and then sent 2 of his own.
切小块。
Going to be charging out. They're going to be charging here into flaming arrows here.
救不回来，这日本也要爆开。
But it's not enough at this point. Has sent flames twice. Top of UV now. They've got no answer to these Falconets apart from Townsend and Fire, and they can even. Final flaming arrow going to be going down on the back line here now. Walking in with soldados here. Absolutely tanking the unit, and looks like they're going to push back right to the edge of the black map. The insurgents are charging onto Paul Manders. Paul Manders playing beautifully all series of but I feel like he's just there's too much siege to deal with at the moment. Absolutely getting right click on that town center. Wait, where did the what? Yes, the goons picking off the Falconets maybe, I think I may have missed that, but regardless, Falconets are down, but there's still so much siege here. The Soldados have 32 siege damage. Ordnance crossbows now being emergency called here from the consulate, escaping bills now. The town center's about to go down, just running bills where he can. Gonna try and come back from this, but I think this is the last town center. Town center going up on the rear here from Sweden, but what can you do at this point? He's gonna still be able to ship the Naginato riders on one. That's
没有了，跟你去。
always ahead, so many.
看后面的。这场的对手，瓦干达 Forever 吧？对，瓦干达 Forever 这边也是强的，这一组也是强的。
We have some piles going up. Oh, Temple of Heaven, as a matter of fact, here from Shaftical. Interesting start. So 3 villager bonus in H2, but
豪萨这边遇到了连加象快攻，哇！
They need more units, but there's not enough to deal with the fly elephants. Look at all the units inside.
豪萨这边要扛不住了。
Space here at the moment. Samurai not going to be doing too much in the fight at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't think Luzlot can train from any building at the moment. It's literally gone so down so fast. 6 siege elephants. That's 80 apiece. Quick math, someone what's 80 by 6 and then multiply it by 2. What 480? 960 damage every 3 seconds. Sorry, it's 6 minutes 30. Can someone find the Luzlot town center? I think he may have lost his town center. May have accidentally been deleted. There's a lot of Chuko no on the back line actually there to support, but at the end of the day, 250 food for 500 wood and a lot of village idle time. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it, to be honest. Hilarious, this cheese works. I mean, to be fair, it's quick. They were fast. There was a tower, there was an aggro, and a blockhouse that all had a forward shipment point. I mean, why not, to be fair? And now the military is heavily in Tinkinger's favour. Scores still neck and neck, but they need to get that town centre up very, very fast, and the Explorer is on it already. Berber Camel's doing good against Handcap at the moment, charging in. Armies look neck and neck at the moment, but it looks like we're going to be seeing double skirm here versus mixture of cab. Flight elephants looks like they're going to be going back in. Unfortunately sacking them, but didn't I tell these guys to not use these guys again because it makes my ears bleed? Yes, I know, it absolutely hurts hearing them. I don't understand why they don't just change the sound file. Everyone always complains about it. Yeah, it hurts when you hear 6 of them. One of them's annoying, 6 of them is just an absolute ear rape. Yeah, like this. Oh my god, what a beautiful sound.
日本神社到处被踩。
Let's get away from that, but gonna do a
从
good job.
100都被踩到
Off
剩
the
70。
fighters like they're doing just to burn shrines. They're kind of useless in the fight at this point, so why not go burn shit with them? Louder? You want it louder? I think I can make it a bit louder. Alright, what do you guys think? Get it even louder. Oh my god. Fly elephants. Oh dear me. Let's get rid of that. It's just absolutely cancel this too.
狂甩。
Alrighty, in the middle of the base, we've got a nice little Ulan raid there.
跑村了。
But gonna be going in trying to clean up
乌兰来跑村了。
nice and safe, nice and snug away. And they can't really push under triple tower fire. So Tinkinger is a nice little bed to leave here. Psychological warfare, yes. It's intimidatory more than anything.
连加象。
Picking up that bill loses a
连加象很可
and
爱
the。 Javelin Riders and Berber Camels are on their way back to deal with that raid. Does cause a little bit of out time, but taking out that town center was absolutely huge there for delaying Luzlot now down.
豪萨一波打下去，直接半条命没了，现在只剩7000分了。
Now going to be getting the rest of the market takes from Japan. If we have a look at Shaft at the moment, yeah, getting his takes in. Looks like he's going to be trying to age up to age 3. What is this? The healing?
中国想上时代哦。
Transcendence. Unfortunately, I think I read somewhere back in Tyler. There's just such a shit ability because it's like total. It's like total. It's not like blanket. It's like blanket. It's not.
中国被跑村了吗？哦，豪萨过来帮忙救。
Picked off, but unfortunately.
豪萨直接来救场。
Those
这边德国损失
barely
惨重。
escaped. Well done. Luzlot now getting the trade post. Those Javelin Riders are going to get tanky as hell. They're going to trade super fast and they're going to have so much damage. It's going to be ridiculous. Now heading back into
中国要上时代，只有这个时候豪萨这边被打进来，看你怎么
They
上
can
时代。
no build anything.
他还是上去了，
Counter space.
他还是上去了。
What?
这是赌对手没有攻城建筑物
You mean like it's free real
的
estate
感
here
觉
for
吗？
this team? I assume that's what you mean. And in which case, yes, that
这
is
边
very,
只
very
靠
true.
日本，我不觉得
They've
守
got
得住
serious
哦
map。control at the moment. And at the point here, yeah.
豪萨是残废状态哦，丰收残
right
烛
to
哦
the。corner here, running out of hunts.
他只有标枪嘛。
Team Wakanda's base, unfortunately, though, so cleanup is in order.
这边闪真是有够多。
Oh my god, true. That's actually so true. Yeah, there's no building restrictions because he lost his first town center. Oh my god. So we just see like towers going up inside his base. That would be pretty funny. Just tower the hunts.
豪萨 TC 该不会又要掉？
He's got access to. Just tuck a tower here. I mean, they've been idling them so hard. They're completely under the barracks. I feel like they've just got to retreat. I feel like, yeah, Luzlot needs to escape his bills. To be fair, they are keeping up in score. He's doing a really, really good at keeping up in score at the moment. They're still within.
这边3家兵聚起来，好像还有机会。
Yeah, the building the town center restriction. Yeah, no, that's so true. That is actually pretty.
德玛真的是有够
I
多
wonder if they'll take advantage of it though. So it looks like Strelette, Seaboy is the top here, mix of Gurkha and Ulan. Beautiful raid at the top of the map here, going to be idling. How many is that? 7 villages. Now they're just going to be trying to force the arms back at the moment. Still has a good mass of Javelin Riders. Army's still pretty even, batching and sending, but yeah, H3 from H3 from Wasabi.
来了，中国上山能救吗？成为救世主吗？
Down to the wire here. Even though Lizlov lost his town center, he's done a great job at coming back here. Trying to figure out
中国现在不敢吃肉，一直被跑村。
Yeah, perfect. But this
被
town
重
center's
点
going
针
down
对。
fast, gathering up the coin. Did get the huge chest of coin here, so it doesn't really matter if he gets this last couple here. But we'll be losing a lot of infrastructure. That's going to be pretty.
然后瓦萨沙比也上时代了。
Now down to 14 bills as opposed to India's 41 bills. Look at that, 41 bills for India. That is huge. Yeah, it needs to get those house and town centers up. Let that influence do its work. Our flamethrowers would do versus Gillettes. They'd probably melt them, to be honest. But class as infantry, not that bad to be fair. Don't want the Ulans getting on top of them. Well, the flails are still going to work. Jesus Christ.
这边会战来到
Yeah, to
中
be
国
fair,
家
Wasabi's doing a
里，
great job at just constantly raiding and just annoying all the shrines on the map. Like he's just constantly running out and picking off ills. Absolutely high level German gameplay. Wasabi just showing us how to play Germany, to be fair.
豪萨真可怜哎，豪萨现在只剩8000分。
For lose a lot, he's trying to get back in the game. He needs to get that town center up rather than units here. Let his teammates do the work. So many.
豪萨沙比这一队已经2个上3了。
Honestly, should be enough to hold. But yeah, Deja Vu lose a lot from Siberia. Yeah, definitely is.
豪萨已经没有牛可以卖啦。
Combat now coming
哭
out
啊！
territorial armament combat. And we'll be picking off these Strelets.
登出市场也没了吧？
With that little extra range. But map control
好啦，
is just
豪萨这边要
so
下课。
favorably in Team Ginga Chad's hands.
我看那个农应该不超过20只。
Yeah, it looks like Team 2 Flails was the play here. Now Park's coming out here from Germany.
哦，牛牵走了，
Chinese infantry there.
不可思议。
Score's still. Oh no, Score's now pulling ahead about 7k in favor of Ginga's favor. Poor Luzlot just needs his town center back up. Idled another 2 builds in there. But now they're
没肉中国可以干嘛？
hold it here.
可以吃
When
鸡。
can they hold it to be fair? Under tower
根本
fire.
没人在采肉啊
The town center. I wonder if Japan. Yeah, Japan is not really aging up anytime soon.
走远了，这边都上3了，
Big ups.
实力有差距啊。OK，
Heavies with the 4 Ulans.
哦，竟然还打到这么后面，他们也蛮会撑的。中国怎么撑住的？太扯了吧！这边怎么撑住的？有点怪。
You know, with raids just happening left and right, they've been really choked in. Now the flail getting back on the trade post here.
那这一波怎么撑住的？太可怕了！中国加日本这么的可怕吗？
Orders have come out here from Chapsicle. They may have a way of dealing with the Thugheads. Oh no, he's batch those. He's batch those. It's not team.
哦，有小炮，
just taking out those
难怪。
Hair boardings are a very interesting mortar unit. A very interesting HF3 unit, I should say. So 2 of them down will be pushed back at this point. Javelin Riders should get a nice little volley of the Ulans there. But the Strelette mass is dwindling at this point. So now can be their opportunity to push out and deal some damage. Oh, that was horrible.
没有散开，直接一炮下去，有个
That is
痛
some。serious damage. But yeah, look at all the Ulan raids on the top right here. There, he's doing a great job at just how do I put it? Sacrificing hunts here, choking him out. I'd love to see if he sees this hunt at the top here though. Yeah, he knows he's gathering there. That's where all the bills are. Picking that off probably end the game, but Jab's on standby, ready for line of sight as well. Looks like they're going to be burning shrines at this stage. Shining your opponent's hunts. Perfect. Now we're pushing out onto the FB, but it's a bit hard with there's a lot of artillery here. Foundry is down, and I don't know how you can push under 2 blockhouse, aggro, and outpost. Now going to be pushed up under the skirmishes. They do have a lack of cab, but there's quite a significant amount of checked out to deal with it. Oh, one flaming arrow here. C4 now going to pressure on the
好，再次回到中间的战场，出小炮或是火车，还真的是出小炮或是火车。豪萨上3了，但是分数还是一样很难看，基本上是处于游牧民族的状态哦，只能出标枪嘛，要靠中国跟日本扛了。弄起来之后，看能不能出力飞敌吧。我现在被俄罗斯跑村。俄罗斯的任务就是，只要豪萨分数比我低，这一场就算我赢。
to try and
负责的压制就是好上。
resources available to them. Has escaped into the town center at the bottom here, as long as it doesn't get slowed by that rumble yacht by Sergio Dado. Can you turn down the volume? Oh, sorry, fuck, I forgot to. Yeah, no, is that better? That should be better. My bad, after I blew my nose, I forgot to bring my mic back over. Sorry about that. I was saying that, the town center is going up over here, and they've secured the top of the map, and they're now getting some stuff out at the bottom as well. So I feel like if they can hold on to that res, if they can hold on to that, they do have a chance to push back. They're still batching this, really bolstering to the original base. They need more walls, a couple more layers of walls just to stall them out. It'll only buy them about 30 seconds, but it's enough to just consolidate and see what they can do. That town center over here did end up going up. The rumble yacht getting scared off at this point. But yeah, pushing out to the bottom, Exploding the Giga is sneakily taking their X-Hunts. And now at this point, one might try and go for another sneaky raid of their own. A lot of artillery out here from Germany, and it might be time to just right-click their base, I feel. Charging up with the one will be burning down shrines at this point.
又来了，又来了。
Shrines here though, and
德国这边上市了。
but I do see some Yabusami now coming out from Memphis though to try and deal with that artillery.
俄罗斯这边的经济很夸张，89。
Personally, I would have rather opted for the flaming arrows. They have enough javelin riders to deal with the Ulans. But Team Giga Chat definitely giving the opponents a lot of money. And Shafsikul has mirrored the Germany Age 4, so we're going to see some Imperial, some industrial Chinese shipments, which are going to be a pain in the ass. Russian now going up as well. I want to spot where those Opries were going. Where were those Opries? I saw them come out. Now committing to the fight, going to be trying to chase them all the way back home. Artillery keeps moving up. Not many hand mortars left over. Nice little volley there from the heavies. Wonder if they can get the lock on here. Well, surely, unfortunately not. Now just going to be sieging into the barracks, and they're well and truly within Japan's base. All the bills are literally right there. They need to hold out.
哦，有离飞敌了，但是队友这边已经没了。
just flails, 9 flails, and the hand mortars will get free reign onto these gillettes, but there was only 8 of them, so not enough to really deal against all of these. Just the sheer number of skirms. Skirms obviously getting that nice thing multiplier.
日本有3幅。
However, this is the point in which we see a change in the tide here. Going to be taking out. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Definitely getting value from those heavies. Definitely a lot of value. And now targeting the reels onto the artillery. Definitely the right call here. But does lose 2 heavies, and looks like the fight's now going.
光这几支炮就够他们受了。
Just the sheer number of reinforcements able to sustain the slaughter here. And at this point, yeah, Japan's got to be badging 4 Raxes here. He's getting up any Raxes he possibly can. But it's just not going to be enough. Lost map, they're down 30k in score. Now on the right hand side, here comes up British burning on the right hand side. There's this fighting going on absolutely everywhere. I don't see much any anti-cav from Team Ginga. There is 0 anti-cav from Team Ginga except for those sepoys. So a nice little pop would be nice, but at this point I feel like it's a bit late for that. I feel like they're going to be struggling here. Down over 30k, now the Ulan's going to be charging into the evening now.
那些村民都不会感到害怕吗？旁边在大战呢。
might be going to be trying to send 4 flaming arrows to try and save the day here. The option is there, but I don't think it's going to be coming in quick enough. Ginga now also Age 4 as well, going to be getting in guard Strelets in a hot second. And look at the map on the left hand side, they've literally got free reign with all their villagers. They're still gathering on natural res. And yeah, the Seaboy just burning down town centers at this point. Charging into China's base, and I feel like there may not be, oh yeah, he does have the card. There may not be a spot for, oh yeah, and there goes the GG out from Mephisto. And let's see what he spends it on, maybe a TP. But at this point, we see the blockouts now coming down here from Shavsikul.
这场是印度、俄罗斯、法国对上巴尔他、瑞典跟西班牙。
So he's aced up with the logistician, getting that extra res straight into his base at this point. Interesting is going for that build rather than 400.
该不会那个法国要跑去吃海了吧？
300 would have been a little earlier, followed by capitalism.
跟
And
前
even
一
like
组
the number
组
of
合一
shipments he
样，
sent, this will help House
应该是不会做这种蠢事吧？
For a bit longer, but if a really hard lag.
5分钟已经6分钟，这个哇，这个兵数很夸张哎。
It looks like the Cossacks going to be losing quite a lot of HP with that one there, and now going to be pushing up into Wasasabi's base. Oh yeah, this is really laggy, holy shit. It's not too bad. Going to be right-clicking Wasasabi at this point, and I feel like Ginga and Socadado's FB is a little vagrant from the fight at this point, so not quite.
他沙比这边扛得住吗？2家兵力啊，一家俄罗斯，一家印度，然后这边还有法国的兵。
Pushing under these crossbows here with the Strelette, the Horde is strong with this one. And switching over to King's for a second, we see a massive crossbow now coming out. Is this live? No, this is a recording. This was played a couple of hours ago though, when I was sound asleep. So interesting to see who wins the semi-final bracket, and then the next semi-final is going to be played soon as well. 2 letters now going to be coming out, dealing a hell of a lot of damage to the Strelette, definitely a useful unit. Going to be charging against the Hussars, might bring down one, but actually see if he brings down the other one as well. Minima now being called to protect them, and now the fight's raging on over here. Losing a few carriers, crossbows are still up. Decent amount of Huss mass here from Spain, but also from France. Scores are still neck and neck, and it's given Wasabi some time to breathe as well.
I feel a bit strengthened now.
No one on water just as yet, but the 12 count is going up. You're now going to be shipping military units. They're really going to hold this bottom here. More 2 infinite bills. Nice.
哇，那沙比这边
Does have
爆
one
炸了
though, to be fair. Oh my god, the poor fucking thing. I hope the stream's not lagging, it's just the game. That's just an easy fix. But, now you're pushing up with the Stillets, there's a lot of cab and there's not much intercab to be fair. If the Seaboy come in and try and...
俄罗斯打团的强度还是蛮够的，虽然打 PK 真的是不太行。
No side really wanting to go in now, and I think there's enough Seaboys that are getting targeted by the town centre that anti-cab will be an issue. For both sides, to be fair, at this point, both sides are really lacking on the anti-cab. Those cannons might do something to try and sway the Stillets though.
哎呦，瑞典又有皮炮了，赶快过来帮！
Getting stuck on the ridgeline
哦，蓝色这个马耳他很给力，弩兵超多。哇，沙比也是不简单啊，一直被打的情况下，还是挤出了很多嘛。
We do now see some more Strelette coming out the back here, but
可以，反推了。
honestly, I feel like the mass is decent from both sides here. Scores are still pretty damn close.
为啥要不要出一集分析一下？
And Wasabi now committing to the 2 bills every time. Infinite 2 bills definitely helping him out. It's honestly at what point does he switch over to 700 wood and 5 bills? When does that become more popular? Only one block has to be fair though, and it's far away from the aggro, so they don't really need to worry about pressuring under too many outposts here. Cab counts now prospering. We have 13 hussars, 15 hussars from Spain, and 16 from France. So very similar huss counts.
哦，这个你看胜率啊，你看那个天梯单挑排行，俄罗斯在低分段的胜率不错，可是在高分段不行。很大一个原因就是反马不足，可是以低分段来讲，他们不知道俄罗斯有帕马这个特性，或是不知道要怎么利用这个特性去打俄罗斯。他打团就没有什么帕马的问题啊，反正丑男便宜可以一直出。
so many more attack stats and HP stats here from the French hussars. They will be making short work of them. At this point, Giga's crossbows are completely vulnerable. No more anti-cap left over. He's going to have to escape them.
这边反打了。
Game 2 looks very strong here from Luzalon, Sharp and Mephisto. Just they're keeping the mass alive, keeping it
俄罗斯在地上摩擦，不是啊，要看俄罗斯的驾驶员是谁啊？
Back in action, ready to defend the crossbows, shipping down caravels to try and deal with any docks that they've scouted, or maybe just to defend the docks either. Oh my god, it's getting hard to talk, bro. Alright, 3 hussars now coming in from Sweden. Looks like they're going to try and go for push now. Getting a nice little snare on the Strelets here, but they're just going to get eaten up by the Seaboys, bringing out their scimitars here. Oh my god. I'm looking forward to getting a nice little sleep in after this. Might have some Z's. MFD, if you want to come on and cast the rest of it with me, that's okay too. I'd like that a lot. Alright, going to be pushing out here with Cav count from Wasabi. Interested to see if he sticks with the Cav switch. Looks like he's going to be remacroing though. Maybe I'm interested to see how much House of Trades Mysterious saves once he sends it in. We do already see Shafsicle up to age, so and did save a lot of Strelets with that, so that's a lot of Strelette going to Vet Strelette. At this point, but as we push out with the crossbows, I feel like the boys need to age up as well, really fast. Opting for 2 vills as well, so going a little greedy, maybe anticipating that he can get the next shipment in fast enough. I think he needs to switch over from going as soon as one of your blades go up, someone needs to go up, and Lancers would be too bad here as well versus double infantry.
阿扎比现在分数落后，出马的悲哀。
Some really good raids here from Lose Lot at this point. And here comes the walls pillars, maybe not.
出马的人要控得很忙，然后又要帮对手防跑马，又要去跑。 对手的马，防队友防跑马，又要去跑对手的村，反正就是最忙的。
We'll be dealing some solid amount of damage on this cav if we get caught out. Unfortunately, I suppose he could retreat here, but they think they can take the fight. Nice little raid on the back line here. Does escape a couple of vills, very sneaky, but does really turn that fight around. Loses his cav, but gets a lot of value for it. Kills a lot of hussars, and gets quite a lot low HP. Now the Strelets going to be back up. A lot of Seaboy here as well. Should be getting disciplined any second now. Ex-Upbrings now coming in from Sweden. France now switching to Goons.
俄罗斯在干嘛？吃肉烧中间啊！不要命了！
Let's have a look.
完了，俄罗斯的村。
1-0. Yes, the score is correct. Your eyes do not deceive you. Fair.
哦，不对，那是瑞典的村，看错了，我以为是俄罗斯。不过没有关系，瑞典的村你也吃得太夸张了。
Very underrated unit, very strong, especially for their cost. They're now pushing into the Crossbows there will keep the Hussars at bay at this point, but I'm interested to see, here come the Goons as well. Cow not really required as there's a last mass of Corellians, and Goons would do just as well.
法国这边的兵怎么有点少？
Seapoint can go off and start off for a raid, but as the fight gets connected, we see Town Center going up
枪
the
马
bottom,
数
the
量
Hussars
偏
will
少。
connect onto the Strelets here, but unfortunately takes so much volley fire from the Goons and the Seapoint, it ends up just backing out of there, but it allows the crossbow just to deal a lot of volley onto the Strelet here, but he needs to upgrade those crossbows. He can't have Vet Strelet trading with regular crossbows at this point. Giga is now age 3, so hopefully Vet is coming in. Two bards now coming out here, age up for India while the fight is going on. Vet crossbows maybe a fixed gun, perfect fixed gun back and sent to the top as well. Will nicely secure the front line. Has so much damage, can easily pick off the Goons, the Strelets, or the Seapoint, anything he wants. Now the Hussar's going to go for a nice little raid at the top here, but has been spotted. Oh, surely the Bills. Yeah, now it's been spotted by Soldado, and the Asian team is looking nice and healthy again, pushing out with 4 Falcons, matching 2, setting 2 by the looks of things.
这边正面要靠马尔他来推，
Crossbows
然后配瑞典。
But 4 units now going down for there as well with the Strelets taking a couple of volley fire. Walking into the crossbows here, unfortunately, but so the Strelets. This is one hell of a raid here. We'll switch back to the fight, but look at all these Bills.
这边爆杀一波印度的村民，瓦拉萨比觉得很舒
One
服。
Falcon does go down, starting to unpack unfortunately, but probably will repack right off this. Yep, there we go. Misses out on the next round.
哦，4台炮，4台炮。
That's a very, very
因为蓝色还想插个固定炮，要盖很久吧？哦，是车子吗？哦，是车子可以哦。
But not too close to the Falcon ever gets sniped instantly.
车子来，盖起来。
That's a lot of siege here from Team Ginga. Apparently they love their siege, they love their flails, and they love their guns.
盖好了，嘣。
Here comes the fixed gun, 2,600 HP with a bombard attack of 300.
舒服啊！直接站中，清掉前面的阿格拉堡垒。哇，这边杀了很多村，但马也死了很多。瓦拉萨比这边正面只剩枪马，近战马跑城跑死光了。
Going to be eliminating this FB here as well, and the good thing about the fixed gun is it's just something you can come back to as well. It's something you can rely on, resort back to if need be. Now Gendump's going to be coming out, ooh, close to right, looking those cards there. It does opt to hide them instead. Expanding at the top of the map where the last remaining hunters, because I feel like yeah, hunts are running low now. Map control with the amount of town centers everything there looks pretty solidly in Ginga's favour. He's going to unload on top of those Cuirassiers as well. He's going to be coming in to try and snipe some of those. Oh no, sorry, looking at my bad. Unfortunate those siege elephants to leave some of those cannons there, but steel bolts now from the back of the crossbow to bring their siege damage up super high. We have 42 kills here from Sweden as well. Oh, what a volley into the Strelets here. And the Gendump's going to come on the back line, the anti-cap is in position.
没有看到目前哪一边特別劣勢。
So the cannon's going to get a nice volley onto all the infantry here if he can just get one off. Oh, there we go. And the crossbows providing beautiful supporting fire. And the siege is a bit too dastardly and a bit too afraid to go on top of those cannons here.
中间开始拉墙了，红色跟绿色开始拉墙了。
Scorers in full overdrive, going to be going industrial. Who else is going industrial at this point? Looks like Ginga's just going to be opting at the moment just to keep triple producing crossbows, which is probably very, very correct. They've got map control, they've locked it down. Maybe a couple of walls would be nice, but looks like Spain is also committing to the Goon play. And India with Seapoint, India now also with the Gurkha has the chance to age up all if he likes. But also just committing to their shipping to the continent.
俄罗斯这边上了时代4，蛮稀奇的哦。通常俄罗斯不会是第一个上时代4的，通常是瑞典啊，或者是其他文明。
Especially at the bottom with some pikes as well, trying to put down another town center just to secure that.
没想到竟然是俄罗斯先上4了。
Just the job of that. Now the Indian barracks are also going to be going down pretty quickly. Badging out some Gurkha to try and help deal with those carriers, realizing the Seapoint aren't a value here, and that's probably correct. I mean, double skirm mixed with Gendarme Goon is probably the correct play here, and it looks like flank is going to be coming around.
这边被打保龄球啊！
I don't see any green units here.
哦，这波包上来很可怕哦，绿色这边没有在，这一波瑞典跟马耳他被全吃了，连绿色的兵不在啊。瓦萨萨比没有参加会战，这边在推加农炮过来，看起来可以直接把对手往外推。 推回老家。瑞典这边也上时代了。
Looking at the bottom of the map, the Goons picking up a couple of nice raids and just keeping him on his toes. But at this point, I feel like Warner is solely in Chapsicle's favour.
两边的分数还是非常接近。
Looselet's favour, sorry.
枪炮一直往前甩。
I feel like they need something special right now to push out from this position.
固定炮这边看起来是要掉了。
And it looks like, based on the macro, either Chapsticle's opting for artillery, or I'm not too sure, maybe guard upgrades. It does re-macro a little bit, but the amount of Gurkha here, double skirm units is probably the right call. pushing down at the bottom of the map does pick off a sneaky villager trying to get some buildings up potentially. But looking really solid here for Shapsicle.
看起来黄色这边的枪码稍微多一点点。
Now only with 1,000 of each other again. I hope you guys are enjoying this. It looks relatively entertaining, to be fair. And props to the boys are playing very, very well. A million things happening at once, and as we know, this game can be stressful. Nice little volley there from the heavies of Russia, but the heavies of Sweden will be able to contest them nicely.
来比到中后期哦，看哪一边的后勤能力比较好。
From Sokolado, good shot.
看谁有先转
Almost
田。
strike, almost 10. Goku's going down. Oh, another good shot as well. Another 5 going down there, and a lot of them on low HP, not hitting on full, as opposed to the carries, which are pretty much full HP at this point. What keeps happening at the bottom? I think it's just running like, units into his base. It's just the alarm going off, and now sending Minutemen to go deal with those pikemen rather than sending units back, which could be fair. But they have secured these front 2 town centers, which is the main thing. And if they're very sneaky, they might be able to even push these cannons here, surely. So close, yeah, that's got to be in range. Oh, certainly in range. Lock on. Oh no, the goons. Oh, pushing it back. That was so close. The goons almost blocked the cannons. Lost them. But the siege jellies will be going down at this point. Oh,
炸飞了一堆弩兵。
Good body.
哦，竟然是毛马。
Lances are going to be going
可
down
是不构成威胁啊，这边枪马太多。
clean up unit, then the Harson so needs very big mass of them. But at this point, one heavy cannon goes down, but not before taking a few crossbows with him.
哦，两边都没炮了，剩瑞典这边有炮。
Now the heavies go down for Sokolado here, and it looks like we've just got the Corverins left over, no more in the fight. And pushing up with the remaining reinforcements here. Heavy walls coming down here from Shapsicle. And it looks like it's back in Ginga's favour, although scores are still heavily in Shapsicle's favour. Basically, both of them dust at this point. Yeah, just that water eco that charges up here if they need to ceasefire. Factory now coming out from Sweden as well. Ginga really wanting to age up at this point. Maybe once these 3 builds come out, probably the best option would be to try and push up. Just get guards to let, guard away from that. Keep thinking Ginga's Russia. Yeah, Spain's gonna be aging up now.
这边塔这个固定炮还是盖不起来。
Does another fixed gun, but yeah, Ginga needs to macro.
哇，分数有一点被拉开了。 这边日本队真的能赢吗？
25 minutes in, and I feel like
打团了，
they lost its keep
打什么团？要吃饭了。
Just try and age up, re-macro slightly, maybe ask teammate for some res.
炮架起来了。
Cannons unload, get a nice little volley out there with the Falcons. But age 4, we don't want to be going Falconets at this point. Horse guns would be the much more favourable position. Getting pulled back now because the siege elephants coming out. We'll go for the sniper, ends up pulling back due to the Gurkha.
团真打很久。
And now Will Suicide, although I think especially with elephants, but no avail, and then that villager ends up dying before building.
然后这里还没结束。
Like within a matter of minutes, they've
哦，超久大会战诶。
60,000 score ahead. Welcome everyone who's joining us.
有没到这种大会战就很难打。
Soldiers from AOE, and look at the Gendarmes, the Imperial Gendarmes, 60 hand attackers just roasting the Arbalists.
目前分数是
and look at the chaos.
蓝色这边有优势，日本现在是劣势。
Charging into poor Ginga's base. They can't do anything, and Ginga calls it. The game is over. He's abandoned his down, and well done to lose a lot. Shapsicle and Myth. So prediction: who gets the ton of points?
我觉得日本队很厉害，他们前面这样一直输，可是后面都可以打回来。被打到那个赛末点，然后现在还是打回来。两边都有印度互猜保卫。有啊，他已经办一阵子了，从去年开始办，还是今年，我有点忘记了。我贴忘记了。
But no, he wasn't very well. Rushing in with the cab here. Both stables are now up. Yep, it's literally a blockhouse. Blockhouse aggro stable mirror. And it's just which team can play the best, which team can claim the most ground. Shipping salvos as a matter of fact as well. Could be an interesting cleanup here from Sokodado. Pops it on the right side as well. I wonder if they commit to this at this point.
两群人对方的碉堡底下跳舞。
Unless it was the shipment, but getting the Sours on top of the Strellet here at this point. And same with the Hussars, this is a huge cleanup from
因为这场赛，这个比赛的世界杯赛制是美洲杯，然后欧洲跟非洲，然后再来是亚洲跟大洋洲这边去。比出来之后，各取几队，然后去打比赛。总共16组人嘛。比赛已经进到16强，雷光没有打。 有打的是 Under 他们，还有 Eric 那边的。
buildings up at the moment, having to put a blockhouse a bit further back. No one quite going for a raid yet, but running around the map at this point.
因为这个比赛时间并不是很友善哦，所以我觉得没有参加，我觉得也还好。
Time to push, says Ginga Chat. And they're ready to commit to the huts here. Now going to be fighting against Shaft and lose a lot of towers here.
人家应该去比一下啊，对不对？我是觉得时间啊，时间要配合，不能也没关系。因为这比赛也是蛮莫名其妙的。有奖金啊，宣传我觉得做得很不错。法国跟俄罗斯卡在前面，但这边玛莎莎比这边比较凶。
Charging onto the Stilets here, and it looks like what was heavily in military favour for Shaft and Lose a lot is now back on top, looking at Shadow.
直接推掉了俄罗斯的碉堡。
Picked apart here by the crossbow shipment. Crossbow shipment clearly coming in handy here, and this is a beautiful game to watch. Now scores back within 100 of each other. This game is neck and neck, and Team Ginga need to win this game to stay in the series. It looks like they're ahead at this point as well. Now ahead 2K score, the biggest lead we've had all game. Going to be charging onto the Stillet. C-Boy now also going to try to deal damage.
台湾最强中国玩家吗
Huss on Stillet, and C-Boy trying to defend against the Huss from both teams as well. Oh, rip the sound. Rip my game maybe? Nope, we're fine. Huss now will be needing up from both sides. Stillet Matt still C-Boy popping out of the aggro fort. Elephant's back up now trying to cause havoc.
可以看到粉红色的印度有点残废的。
Oh no, the Musk is still alive. Might take a volley on them, but the Huss should do a good job of pushing back. Any pressure, and it's just a batch of batches.
这刚好是镜像对决，两边的文明都一样。看一下，目前蓝色俄罗斯稍微强一点。粉红色竟然在偷吃海，偷吃鱼，没有吃海，摸鱼，在摸鱼。这边虽然在摸鱼，还是有在努力拆阿格拉堡垒。 这边这一波怎么看都觉得，这个好像，被反打了吗？
It's enough to get them ensnared, get them in trouble. And Lose Lot does have a lot of C-Boy here to try and defend against them. But the sheer curve up from Wasasabi is just beautiful. Look at that perspective.
粉红色的印度又在死兵了，本来兵就不多，又要死了。
Oh no, he hasn't quite sent it yet, but he can send Team Handicap and Hand Attack soon in a second. These Hussars are going to be able to compete with the Hussars of the opponent's French side, which are much better. They've got both their cars in at the point at this point. But just as quick as it was in Ginga Chad's favour, all of a sudden getting pushed back. Now opting for another defensive blockhouse here. They're going to be batching 20 Strelette apiece here and 10 Hussar piece. They're going to need it. There's the next batch of Hussars now turning the tide back over, send them back. But they can obviously fight this aggro fight under this couple blockhouse here. And now the enemy Delian are going to be coming in to try and go to raids. Running out of hunts and bays, might switch to berries. Could expand to the north here, but it takes a lot of time to walk up there. Going to be taking down the aggro, and it turns out Team Soldado is going to be the first team to lose their aggro. And now the fight is going to be under what looks like going to be a triple blockhouse here. The Huss not wanting really to commit to the fight, major mass.
感觉有点撑不住
Strelets popping on top of Strelets here, and it's still neck and neck. Scores within 3,000 of each other here. Bill's getting inside, getting outside. More Huss popping, more C-Boy popping, but the C-Boy now popping back at home. Double bags. He needs the bags up here. He needs those C-Boy in action here. More Huss coming out. More Rumblings going to go right on the left. And oh my god, this is just constant fighting. The APM of these players is ridiculous. Staying calm. More Bills going out. Getting the market ticks. Committing to H2. Max out the market there. Make sure you're getting. Make sure you're getting the best value you possibly can. Now the military looks to be settling down. Ginga's team now down 4K score, 3K score.
没有，我们总是要继续往下看的。我们当然知道结论啊，但是中间怎么赢的都很惊险，你知道吗？
Gonna go for a raid out here, trying to pick up some bills, kill them with the CDBs here in the outpost. Gonna provide supporting fire. A couple will go down, but nothing much to worry about. Not quite pushing up into the stables here while the army is away. Doesn't want to get caught out. We'll go in soon enough. C-Boy is still getting made from both sides. Quite literally, C-Boy Strelette Huss combo. The pros think it is. It's a very good. Oh my god, I'm so tired. A very strong.
这已经到赛末，对啊，现在1-2，所以其实这一场赢了，日本队其实就赢了。并没有惊险，哇，这对，想上时代吧。
Lose Lot's going to be aging up at the time. Okay, nice pop of a Mahat coming out too, and if they've studied their Rex, which I know they have, they know that Ginga doesn't like to age so freely, so they know that they've got a chance to age up here while Ginga's an age too. But he has macroed, so maybe before he gets his next match,
这里好惊险。没有，我说对战的时候哈。 对战。我们现在不是在科学论证，我们现在是看这个对局。当下我们还不知道比数嘛，我们先回到过去的时间轴上。
Yes, absolutely. You know, godlike playing here. As long as armies
哦，这边果然3个都上10代了，
French Cav.
然后10代打一波压制。
Unfortunately, Mephisto does have team handicap combat. Team handicap attack, so we'll eat up Wasabi's Husk very, very
这
easily.
么稳的吗
Get a gate in here with the Strelette will be nice. We'll take a check of Mephisto's Cav count. Looks like he's got here. Running around chasing some
哦，
delegates.
全都上3了，
Two Falcons now coming in.
分数还是蛮接近
But
的，
Strelette Mass is also going to
算是目前蓝色这一边哦稍微领先一些。主要是我觉得差在那个俄罗斯的分跟印度的分，印度有偷摸鱼，经济分稍微高了一些。不用开赌局啊，这开赌局干嘛？我只是觉得日本怎么好像，然后这边再次来推进。
But we've got Strelette now coming out here from both sides. I'd love to see Giga's Strelette
火
now.
枪炮哦，
46, almost half the Strelette count of Chapsticle at this point, but he is hatching quite a few. He's sent his builds up to the top for the time being. The Musk, and cannons need to get out of here, and they need to get out of here.
哦，红色太冲了，红色太冲了。 大国，你不要命了！
One or two Falconets free does escape doing Gigas though, but he is sacking. Oh, barely keeps it on by the hair of his ass.
逆向对局，蓝色俄罗
Oh,
斯
no, that's the Seaboy. Oh, what a shot.
这边看起来丑男比较多。
And the enemy siege elements now coming out. It's fucking mirror. It's literally mirror. Everyone's shipping the same shipments. They're both Dragoons. They're both rehearsers. Team Arumi now coming out here from Ginga. Now that is going to be a cleanup. There's batching from the front. They're getting on top of the Seaboy, putting him in snare. Arumi not as good as they used to be, unfortunately, but still dealing so much damage here. Sea Jelly's now on top. Cannon's getting some good volleys in from the Sea Jellies from both sides. We'll be able to take him out. One blockhouse does go down. Giga now sending refrigeration, getting that extra food income. India's still shooting out units. Goons coming here. More goons coming. Strelette combat now coming in Shafsicle rather than refrigeration. So it was military over eco. Which one will prevail? No raids at the top of the map yet. Everyone's just gathering completely free at this point. Will manage to pick up a villager with a Explorer though now pushes up. Falca's dead, pushing under the barracks here. Now not much is left. The sheer Strelette Mass from Shafskill has now put them ahead. 7k score. Team Ginga need to pull something off here to stay in this game here, otherwise it's all over.
3个碉堡残丑男，我就问这场日本怎么输？哎，日本是红色下面的哦，是黄色、紫色跟绿色哦，已经投了哦，GG 咯，日本输了。
Oh my god, that was one hell of a game. Holy shit. Congratulations to the win for
GG 日本输了，比数达到了2比2。下一场就是日本赢了，就没什么好说了，因为最后是3比2。
Yeah, not bad at all. Get predictions for you.
那你们
That's how
看
you
一
do
下。
it, 2-2, yes. Scores have been equaled up. Thank you, Paul. Yes, I did miscall that. I just realized that. But it's okay. We got Ben coming out here from Wakanda. Predictions out for game 4, and we're going to be.
我觉得日本这一场其实很有机会啊，怎么被打成这个样子？
Yeah, we'll check out the post game here. Blockhouses for everyone.
Attack!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Who did that? Paul, thank you very much. No, enjoy the sound.
日本都在干嘛？
Muscle interactions there.
他们都已经听牌了，一下就把对手拍死了。
This I like a lot. This I like a lot.
I'm glad you guys like it. Jap John, thank you very much. Again. Alright, we'll go again. One more. We'll do it one more time just for you.
你要看赛制，
There we go.
叔叔这个要看赛制，我有点懒得研究那个赛制。
This game.
还有一个 ban 文明的赛制，所以 ban 到后面就变这样子，
I was
变
expecting
镜
like
像
a 5-hour
文明。
cast, but like 2 of the games were oozes. Oh, thank you, Ginga. Restart game. Yes, thank you, Ginga. Alright, we'll restart the game.
下一场就日本赢了，所以我就跳着看吧。
Huge to try and provide them with some extra coin yield. Just what Nisius said. 7 vills. Yes, 7 vill shipment. But yeah, like.
我印象中我们打天梯好像有遇到这个输
Oh my
组
god,
哎
that's a volume off from
还是我记错了？
Log on, surely. Oh no. And the best part is he gets to keep these
之前跟林克打团，我在用2图曼搞他的时候，
these things.
还是我
The
记
cards.
错了？观众有
Stop
有
making
印象
build
吗
on？town center and sure does. Yeah. Alright, 1 blockhouse down, 2 more to go. And they've secured, they've got 1 hunt, they've got 3 hunts left in base. And then they're going to secure this hunt right before. So they've got enough resources to supply them for a while. Pushing them out now. So they're up. Team Ginga is now industrial and they're up, what, 7k score? But the army is pushing out and they should be able to get 3 blockhouses free of charge. 7 free vills negated.
啊，怎么墨西哥已经10带4了？太
2
扯了
heavies now
吧！
coming out. The goons have to get right on top of that. Split into staggered mode, which is perfect. Staggered mode, perfect way to deal with artillery. And
墨
has
西
to
哥
push
怎么
back
打
due to those
速
2
革
heavy.
命是不是？
There is Ginga now doing
真的中美洲的打法。
I'm going to be getting up to age 4 extremely fast behind.
快攻南那一
behind this
场
build there. We'll check
应
on
该
his
是
stats.
吧？
22,
除非我
26,
记错账号。
28 and 22, not bad at all. Going to still be burning torps here and there. Torp count is going to be struggling here. From Sweden, only on 120 torp count.
但墨西哥打团真的很强因为他有太多套路可以选了，尤其像这个奇遇军超反的，打房子国超好用。
Shipping 2 letters now to help
敌军
defend.
跑太快，
But I feel like they've done their
因为
job.
他才不是在搞他。
They've kept him.
有啦，有
They've
没有搞
choked
他的
him
时
up.
候
They're running
啦
out of actual res. They're now up 5k in score. The Lakota players done a beautiful job there. Everyone's done their role. Okay, Lakota players idled the not taken any fights, but idled the Maltese player. Ginga's burned torps, just to delay the Swedish push. And Spain here hasn't been able to age up because he needs to make those rods to defend fights and catch raids and pass. What does the age 2 revolt do? That's a good question. Well, if you revolt to age 2, all the way back to why not just
哦，这边就点了呀，11分钟，所以其实也没有到很快，所以大概是12分钟之后回到墨西哥。
Revolutions deck. What do we have here? Assassin. Well, we've got a fight going on here. No time for that. Just a couple of volleys off into the Stiletto force in the back. A couple of muskets, some anti-cav. But the horde continues to
好的
grow.
，36农的经济量，顺利的回到墨西哥。
Their opponents. Fallen Mine now coming in. A bit late for Fallen Mine, but I feel like now that they're running out of mines, that's going to be absolutely huge to try and provide them with some extra coin yield. Just what Nicias said. 7 Vills. Yes, 7 Vill shipment. But yeah, team. Well, 2 Golden Wrench is he gets to keep. Stops me from the base.
这边回归之后，哦，直接发
They're
加
up
农
on
炮
7k score. But the army is pushing out, and they should be able to get 3 blockhouses free of charge.
墨西哥真的很难
7 free Vills negated for a long time.
难的不是他战术太
Two heavies
灵
now
活，
coming
就
out.
是
The goons have
难
to
在
run
他
on top
战
of
术
that.
太
Split
灵
into
活，
staggered mode, which is perfect. Staggered mode, perfect way to deal with
因为战术太灵活而很
and
难。
has to push back due to those 2 heavy cannons. Now, speaking of the revolt, Mexico just casually 2 ages ahead of the rest. Yes, true. Very, very expensive though. He didn't actually send. Oh, he just sent Team Pinatas. So some extra res for the boys. I wonder if we can catch a glimpse. No, he's just gathered it up. Oh, no, here it is now.
因为你配合的不
Get
好
some，free
可能
crates
就会
and
翻
boys,
船
which is，that.
因为你这边是出那个
Everyone
起
gets
义
a
军，
1,000 resources. It's a team 1,000 resource shipment, which isn't too bad.
他能做的事就是拆房子，
Ooh, what a volley. Oh, and the rebound volley as well. Ripping ass over there.
然后打打马而已。然后他跟火枪什么伞之类的打架，看真的是
Now getting charged on top of
不
the
是很妙。
on top of the letter cannons. Team Giga Chad with the veteran insurgents going to be doing absolute work here. Raids coming in at the top of the map with rods, but it's not going to be enough for the main fight that's over here. The insurgents do terribly in any fight except for versus only cabs.
好像这边看就死伤惨重啊，起义军
And it looks like based on the
一
macro,
下全部都
he
啃
does
光
something no good. Maybe switching over to
我觉得很难啊，
yeah, he will be switching over to
因为一定要有队友负责
unfortunately.
扛主线，那个兵量要非常的够，所以他不会是出马的，一定是出步兵的。
The Yucatan insurgent. Oh, they're under too much. You can't make them a rock. Pretty sure has to mean that. Yucatan insurgent dream's dead. Is it though? No, I feel like yeah, they need to. I gotta quickly say this.
这边
but
拿
they
俄
need
罗
to
斯
add
来
the
扛
ability
线就
to
很不
not
错
use。the charge attack. I want my Imperial insurgents, but I don't want them to have a shitty musket that shoots pea shooters every time instead of getting into melee. And same with the Aromo. I want the Aromo in melee. Anyway, nice volley there from the Falconets off onto the Streletsia. Heavy's going down, but does end up trading 2 heavies, 1 heavy even just for the 2 Falconets. And this is a huge cleanup here. Oh, what a volley! Age 1 crossbowman versus an Age 4 heavy cannon. And that heavy cannon can get tech to Imperial for free thanks to Mexico's guard. Cool's now coming out to deal with the heavy cannon, but those Cool's going to have to shoot that heavy cannon, 4 times to even, there we go, 4 times to kill it. And at this point the trade is heavily, I think, in Team Ginga's favour. Scores are technically even with the 3-2-4, 3-3-3.
对，我会说，哎，你很烂哎，那个起义军冲上去全都死了，
What can we do from
他变成我们在2打3哦。
No, you can make Haciendas now, he's age 4. Gonna get pushed back here. Veteran crossbows with arbalists, I assume. Oh, not quite yet. Arbalists are come in. Sending a fixed cannon at the moment. And I feel like, yeah, that's solid macro. I feel like if they can hold on for a bit longer, they're in a good position. The score gap is closing. They're only down 6k score at the moment, and they're expanding up the edges to try and take these hunts. But these Musk might catch this town center and might siege it down if he's not too careful. We've seen today, so in both series, so many town centers getting siege down, unfortunately. Yep, that town center is going down. Well predicted there from Sokodado and Wasasabi.
墨西哥现在场上
They're
没
going
什
to be
么兵
opting
啊。
for more barracks here to try and deal with switching to Soldados. Oh my god, so much going on. Big fight in the middle here, the big and sparring.
这边最佳解是开始转墨西哥火
They're
枪
still，age 2 Strelets. He needs to take those up, and he needs to take it up now.
枪无敌
Siege Dance now coming in here. With the cav, they'll get it in, they're causing some havoc here.
这边就很好笑哦，只剩那个俄罗斯在中间扛线，
But now we're switching over
因为
to
宿主去跑村
Fistos
了。
just shooting out
好，
crossbows
出
very
墨西哥
carefully.
火
Now
枪
coming
吗
in？here.
可以哦
Strelets。have been upgraded. We've got Soldados now coming out. Strongest musk unit ever. going to be trying to catch out these elite bow riders here. Some gates might be coming down, but a very, very good distraction to kind of slow the push here. Fixed gun almost up. We're going to be providing
墨
great
西哥火
support.
枪缺点就是出太慢了。
Oh, blowing a hole in that blockhouse. Shoots the biggest fucking cannon. Turks have got the fixed cannon. Alright, what do we have at the bottom? Still some Musgrades, Insurgents chilling about. Still got a mine and bait. I mean, it's pretty much just solid. Ginga's team has map, but they're kind of losing it. As long as they can hold on to it and secure it and just not get pushed all the way back to home, they should be right. 2 town centers coming up on the edge here. Oh, good.
哦，苏族过来了
the Sioux player.
这个时机来得不错
That'll allow the core rings to get out and deal with that fixed gun. This looks like a clean up here. It looks like a 2v3 at this point. The goons need to get back, and the goons are just gassing it back as fast as they can. Insurgents coming back to help with the siege of the fixed cannon, which they're going to do a great job of. There goes the fixed gun all the way down.
顺利的清掉了固
And
定
the
炮。
cleanup is really
这
getting
个
pushed
时
back
候
all the way home here. Nothing to deal with the horde.
这个时候西班牙才过来就有点慢了。
Definitely pushing the carries and the crossbows
这边
back
紫
here.
色的兵要
A
被
couple
清
of them
光
have
了
been。put into melee, which is very, very well done from Wasabi. Definitely getting the snare off there. And we look back at the map, and the map is heavily in Giga Chad's favour. They've got them pressured, they've got them all surrounded, they've got the trade line. Lakota's got the trade line.
丑男
Giga
大
is
显
shooting out
神
those
威
3 town centers in H4. No one else is in H4 at this
我
point.
们看到这几场团战啊
Look at Luzlot's team.
俄罗斯的出现频率是真的
Getting
高。
lenses as well. And they look in a tough situation. They either need more walls and stall the game and get up, I reckon.
俄罗斯啊、瑞典啊这几个文明出现率真的蛮高的。
What do we got? Missed so much. What a game. Is Giga taking it? I mean, I reckon they've done really, really well. The horde has just been beautiful from Wasabi.
中国也出现
Expo
率蛮
versus
高的
Strelette。is funny stuff. Well, the Strelette
日
kicking
本
ass
的
with
话
Expo.
好像只有一个人
Not
在
scaling as well as these boys. These boys who have combat
一
stats.
两个吧。马尔他出现频率也
Pushing
蛮
it at the
高
top
的。
here. So many vills dying. It's
马尔
just
他
they
团战真
haven't
的
done.
蛮
They
强。
kept them choking. They didn't allow them to breathe. They've done great. Now
但
we've
削弱
got
之后就
Strelette
不好
combat
说
military
了。
dramas. AA has been sent. These boys are jack Strelettes. They are strong as heck.
整体来讲啊，就是他马尔他现在单挑是有变弱的趋势，但团战是很强。
something to deal with this mass of Strelette. They need to deal with the Strelette mass. There's just too many.
因为大家都很会防啊，就你要玩日本偷家战术，但是要玩得很强的人真的不多。哦，台湾我只认识一个，啊，其他国外我还真没认识有人专打偷家。
But the outpost has gone up. Giga with the discipline. He definitely has the discipline to keep his villas safer. Now he's pulling around. Strong paper units, at least 2 whole times. Exactly. Look at them go. And compare them with the crossbows. At the start of the game, a Strelette was half the stat of a crossbow. Now that they're fucking 2/3, maybe a bit more than 2/3. Migration just together. The horde is now going to be burning through. Does he have ransack in? No ransack.
强都没升级啊，
Maybe wishing he
强
was
爆
at this
开
point,
啦
but it！doesn't really matter because he's just marching in with all these Strelette. Could even macro for the age up once the mills come down. Oh my god, the car is being pushed out. Now they're coming back, trying to burn town centers, trying to get around here. But now we've got goons at the top here, going to be having to handle Strelettes on their own. Minutemen walls without gates, unfortunately. Now we've got Bastion coming in. 4 laser walls, stall the game. That's what you need. They need to stall the game with 4 laser walls and then get lances and artillery. Artillery. They're getting pushed from 3 fronts at the moment, and they don't have the time, the speed to do anything about it. Shafsicle has pulled off the Age 4, which is barely, it's just so needed right now. But look at everyone else, 43 vills here, as opposed to 76, 70, 84.
有没有？这一场我觉得也是赢得很惊险啊！本来中间这边看起来好像可以一路推，现在被搞城墙起来，日本队要赢就很难了。苏主要破墙就是一件很费时间的事情。
seeing this just coming at the top and they're just screaming to go deal with it. These heavies should keep these soldados at bay. Thanks to the
虽然我们已经知道日本队会赢了，但你们不觉得打到目前现在，虽然分数是赢很多，但是也没有稳赢的感觉。
The horde, 80 Strelettes at this point. I think you got enough mines here, Shafsicle. I think you've sent enough mines, but clearly it's working for him because he's got a ton of guard carriers charging out here. Now we've got infantry train time coming in here from Russia. These Strelettes are going to train god damn fast. The hordes, the hordes guns. Alright.
墨西哥跟苏族往上面走。
Berserker attack. Doing work here.
然后俄罗斯一个人在下面欺负瑞
They
典。
need walls, they need Bastion at the top here to deal with Lakota, force Lakota. And here come the horse guns from Ginga with the guard soldado just marching in uncontested, chasing all these units down. They're just they pulled a fair from last series and they're just right clicking their opponent's case with horse guns. There is no way they can
还有墨西哥人也过来帮忙了，瑞典要爆了，他成为防疫破口。
Oh, good chase from the Corollians, picking up 1 horse gun for free.
瑞典人要出
Look at this,
局
we've
了。
just got raids happening left and right. Down 26,000, score map control firmly within
这
Ginga's
个墨西
favor.
哥火
They've
枪
got
拆很快
everything
了，
everywhere the map, full line of sight, military units
所到之处寸草
Oh
不
no,
生。
still vets, Strelets, heavies coming back to try and get a volley
竟
on
然
it. That's gonna
是
be huge.
加农
There
炮
could be a clean up here if
哇
they don't
哇
get out
哇
of here
打
soon.
爆垒
Oh,
球
what a
了！
volley onto the Strelette, but he needs 1 more volley to make it worthwhile at this point. Lock on, surely, lock on. Oh, what a lock on, that's the whole, oh my god, boom. There go the Strelettes. But they need more, the goons are dealing with the bow riders at this point. But we need the crossbows down here for the cleanup, and we need
好，现在全部的人又挤到这个粉红色西班牙的家里。
This is just,
好，瑞典吃不下是不是？换打西班牙。
Look, it's aging up now as well. Wasabi getting frontier blockouts. They're not letting them come back. They've got the foot on the throat here. They want to get into the grand finals of the World Cup. They're trying everything they can, going for that town centre. They've deleted everything. We've got bloody Swedish 4 here, trying to double XP. I don't think it's doing much at this point. We've got goons and vills tanking at the back here. Poor villagers just taking what they can. Factories coming out. Guards Roulette coming out. We've got a push at the top here. More Roulette. The horde is never dying. The horde just continues unceasingly. 98 vills for Wasabi. 47 for Mephisto. They've doubled in their eco score.
狂奔而
Now
至。
also following up with an industrial shipment here.
西班牙村快死光了。
Not
第三
He's
哦
got shit in his base constantly. What can he do at this point? They needed walls, but the walls didn't get built. 2 culverins now coming out from Loose Lot to deal with something. I'm not too sure what they're supposed to deal with, but they're here. They're supporting. They're helping out. But these crossbows are going to try and pick off these guard soldados at this point. The problem is that the guard soldados now have Battle Buster, and they've also got the 0.5 range attack area damage. They're going to be shitting on these crossbows at this point. Guard soldados is just going to destroy the vet crossbows no matter what the counter system says. Guards are now running in. They're going to be eating up these goons once they get there. They're chasing down bills left, right, and centre. But Wakanda Forever just cannot resign. They cannot give up now. This is the game. This is the game that secures them the spot in the grand finals. They need to fight for it. The map is just firmly in King Chad's favour, and they're even going to wall their opponents in themselves. They're going to wall them in. They're going to not any way out at this point. Bruno Cook saying too much. Nice bracket. 153 HP Strelette. He's saying nice bracket. I mean, this is one of the best teams that I know in the game. Probably I'd say top 4 teams altogether at least. And they're getting absolutely cracked on by casual team players just for fun on the weekend. So I think it's absolutely propsy King Chad. And the outcomes in from Mephisto. They're going to Musk aren't. There we go. These boys are just so broken, so strong. Get him to age 5, literally age 5. It's 100. I gotta check this. Hold on.
所以最后会是日本队去对上中国队。哎，不对，不是中国队，上面这个 Peanuts。
100 siege damage,
Prince and the
attack with
Peanuts。
660 HP. That's the
比赛
maximum
时间
you
没
can
有
get
写，
the
不知道
Soldado.
什么时候。
And they're 2 pop, by the way.
但
To
之
be
后的
fair,
通
they're
知我
2
会
pop
再贴在群组里。
like 2 musketeers would have those same stats. To be fair, but I think what clenches it is the area damage and the battle buster. Alright, GG, Ginga. Well played. Ginga's team greater than Shaft's team, greater than Mini's team, says Gimmick. Is there an actual bracket update somewhere? Yeah, probably. If you ask GK, someone they might know. Let's get around these.